Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That's my guy, Charles Jackson. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. You know, it's draft day today, man. We get to watch where these NFL prospects go. I'm really excited about this. Definitely gonna be tuning in to that, man. Playoffs have started. Playoffs have been good so far. It's a couple of teams down 0-2, but there are some series that I think we thought last week, would be pretty good, and so far they have lived it up in these first two games. So, doing okay, bro. I'm doing okay. So I want to ask you before I ask this question, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the video and follow us on all audio platforms. Please just like the video and subscribe. It helps us with the algorithm, puts our videos out there. But just like, comment, subscribe on all the videos, man. We really appreciate it. We appreciate everybody that does join the chat when it's 3, 5, 10. We appreciate everybody that just comes in and wants to listen to us. But I want to ask you a question. If you are an assistant coach, right, and
hmm
you could potentially go to a team, you could potentially be a head coach for a team, but let's just say the team isn't good. Let's just hypothetically say this: the Utah Jazz, they're not a good team, right? You could potentially go to that team and be the head coach. Would you go to that team as the head coach, or would you stay on a really good team as the lead assistant?
It depends. Because if I go to the Utah Jazz and they giving me security like they did with Will Hardy, like they at least give me a 4 or 5 year deal to do what I need to do to try to change the team around, then probably. But also it depends on what you want to do as a head coach. Are you focused on winning right now, or are you focused on making a name for yourself in the league as a head coach? Um, but I would go. I would go. As long as
I
I got security, I'll go.
I said I would go because you never know when this opportunity comes along. Like you just never know. Like if I stay, let's just say hypothetically, they fill the position, all the positions are filled up, and then there's no more firings. How am I going to become a head coach eventually? Because I was thinking of it as like Kellen Moore. Obviously, Kellen Moore was the offensive coordinator for the Eagles, right? He was on the
Mhm.
Eagles. They won the Super Bowl, and then he goes to the Saints, a team that's really not that good. And people were saying like, he shouldn't really go. The team is in cap hell. The Saints ain't good. He should just stay with the Eagles, potentially say win another Super Bowl. So I was just thinking of it as like that. And I'm just like, I mean, especially if you've been an assistant coach for so long, though. Like, let's just hypothetically say you've been an assistant coach for like 10 years, bro. Like,
Like
if
Sam
you,
Cassell.
yeah, Sam Cassell, but I think Sam Cassell actually likes to be an assistant because he should have been got a head coaching job. He should have been got one.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he just likes to be an assistant. There's nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I just feel like if the opportunity is there, take it. Because you just never know, bro. You really never know. Now, and I agree with you on security. And it depends on the team. Like, if you with Utah, bro, like we're not gonna be good. Like, for at least a minute. We know.
hmm
But I go to the team, even if they are bad, because that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I go. That's just me though. But that's a good answer. But let's start with these playoff power rankings after two games. We've all watched these. We all watched the first two games of every series. So we are going to rank the teams 1 through 16. I'll start with this and then we'll go over them, why we got them here, yada, yada, yada. But NBA playoff power rankings after two games. So at number 16, I have the Memphis Grizzlies. At number 15, I have the Orlando Magic. At number 14, I got the Miami Heat. At number 13, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. At number 12, I got the New York Knicks. At number 11, I got the Los Angeles Lakers. At number 10, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. At number 9, I got the Golden State Warriors. At number 8, I got the Houston Rockets. At number 7, I got the Detroit Pistons. At number 6, I got the Los Angeles Clippers. At number 5, I got the Denver Nuggets. At number 4, I got the Indiana Pacers. At number 3, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. At number 2, I got the Boston Celtics. And at number 1, I got the OKC Thunder.
All right. At 16, everybody and their mama should know it should be the Memphis Grizzlies. At 15, I got the Heat. At 14, I got the Magic. 13, I got the Bucks. 12, I got the Knicks. 11, I got the T-Wolves. 10, I got the Lakers. 9, I got the Warriors. 8, I got the Nuggets. 7, I got the Pistons. 6, I got the Rockets. 5, I got the Clippers. 4, Pacers. 3, Cavs. 2, Celtics. And then number 1, OKC.
This is actually pretty the same, honestly. The only difference is I think you have the Nuggets lower, and I just have them higher. But it's really the same, honestly. It's really the same. The only reason I put the Heat above the Magic is because they had a competitive game yesterday than the Magic did. I mean, they still lost.
Then they
But it's
both lost
like,
by by 9, right?
bro, the Magic was getting blown out, bro. They weren't getting blown out, but they were basically losing that game. At least I can say the Heat, they had a legit chance of coming back and winning that game. I can at least say that. Like at one point, they got it down to 2. The Magic was low-key never close in that game. Like up until like what? Second quarter? No, I say third. They was basically losing like that entire game. So that was really it. And I mean, like if you go between say Knicks, Lakers, Timberwolves, Warriors, you can either go either way, or even the Clippers or the Nuggets. You could go either way with one of them. Like it's about they kind of all been the same. Some been playing better, but some haven't. But everybody has lost a game and won a game. So you can pick either way. In that order, at least. Like I said, we gonna get way more in depth. Okay, she look legit. That's all I'm gonna say. They look legit. They look legit. They look really legit so far in 2 games of 70-point margin. That's
Who you
all I'm
said?
gonna say.
OKC.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. They doing the Grizzlies something dirty. Low key, that game 1 they had to get their lick back though. When the Grizzlies beat them by what was it? Didn't
I,
they beat them by like 70?
I
Something like
don't
that?
think they. Oh, you talking about a couple of years
Yeah, a couple
ago?
of years
You
ago.
talking about
Yeah,
a
a
couple
couple
of
of years
years
ago.
ago? Was Shay
Yeah,
on
Grizzlies
that
had to.
team?
I mean, OKC. Nah,
Was
yeah,
he?
he
Was he?
was. He was. They didn't play though. Ja didn't play. Shay didn't play.
So,
So
okay. So it was basically that day. Okay, because I'm like, bro, they didn't even beat them this year. They actually been dog walking them all year.
yeah, they
They
had to get
actually been.
their lick back from a couple of years ago.
Yeah, man. The these playoffs have been exciting. I know I've seen something about you, bro. You know, you my best
What?
friend. I love you, bro. You depend on a lot of dudes to save a team. That's what I noticed about you. You depend on a lot of dudes to save
What you
people.
mean? What you mean?
I went when I be editing the videos, and I did this too with the Nuggets. When I go back and look, and I'm editing this Bucks video. Hey man, as long as they got Giannis can wield this team. He can get it. He can win this series. Same thing with the Grizzlies. Ja can get them 2 games. You depend on a lot. You depend on one guy to just basically save a team. That's what you do, brother. You do a lot of that.
I mean, when those guys are great like them, then yeah, they can do it.
I can't tell.
So you telling me Ja Morant can't get 1 game out of them? They gonna get 1 game at home.
No,
They gonna get 1 game.
look how bad they're playing,
They can get
bro. They've
1
been
game.
playing bad.
No, they've been playing
Bro,
terrible.
they've been bad. They've been terrible, bro. Like, if anything, they could get a game. And it's not like they're gonna beat them up. OKC defensively has killed them. Like they can't do anything. They can't do nothing, bro. It looks like they don't even want to be there. That's all I'm gonna say. They don't even want to be there, bro. They just there because they beat the weak Mavericks. Like, come on, bro. Like, nah. It's bad over there, bro. It's really bad. But once again, we gonna get more in depth We're going to get more in depth. We're going to get through all this other stuff first. Then we're going to get into all our playoffs and stuff like that. Francisco, what's up, brother? I know you've been watching the playoffs, man. But yeah, man, this we really can't go into the real depth and the power in these rankings because we're going to be talking about the playoffs so much. So let's start with this other topic that I came up with. What non-playoff team has the brightest future, in your opinion?
I mean, that's an easy one. The Spurs. The Spurs. That, and then if you don't want to go the obvious choice, I'll probably say either the brightest future, probably either the Hornets or the Blazers. But for sure, the Spurs. The Spurs definitely got the brightest future.
Could you say
Wemby, Castle? Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say they got Wemby, Castle. They got a lot of young pieces. They got a lot of draft picks. De'Aaron Fox. So they got a lot of things going on over there.
What about the Raptors?
I still put the Spurs above them.
No, that's cool.
Because the Spurs got more of a.
Would you think they do have a bright future looking like?
Oh, yeah.
Not a brightest.
Future, yeah.
I know it's brightest, but would you look at them? Don't they look like they are kind of moving in the right direction?
Yeah. No, they are. They definitely moving in the right direction.
Like you look at the Raptors, I think they got actually a pretty good team that obviously we are in April and we, down this over the summer, they might make trades, sign people, whatever. But I would say right now, I think they could compete for a playoffs, not a playoff spot, a play-in spot. I think they could get a play-in spot. Now, I'm not saying which one, but I think they could potentially, especially since they're in the East, they could potentially get a play-in spot with the team they got. Like, they got a lot of good players, and everybody's young. You got Scotty Barnes, Quickly, Brandon Ingram. Jakob's still there. Who knows what they do with him? You still got a high, Grady Dick. You still got a high draft pick, depending on where that is. Like, they're moving in the right direction. Like, they got a lot of like young, good players. And we don't know how they're gonna play with Brandon Ingram because we never saw him again this year. After December, we never saw him again. So we don't even know how him and Scotty like coexist and just everybody else. And RJ Barrett, forgot about RJ. Like, we just don't know how it fit. But I think they actually move in the right direction. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think the Hornets, bro. I don't know what they're doing. I
mean, they young core: LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Trey Mann, Mark Williams. So they got a nice young core. Everybody wasn't healthy this year though. Legit, everybody was. Brandon Miller missed a bunch of time. What, he had like a broken wrist or something like that? Broken hand or something?
Broken wrist.
Then LaMelo missed a majority of the time this year. Only one that was healthy to tell you was Miles Bridges.
But we say this every year with them. Like, they get hurt. LaMelo gets hurt every year. At some point, it's going to be the norm, bro. We just going to say, like, he going to get hurt eventually. It's just knock on wood he don't, but it's going to happen. Mark Williams somewhat was hurt and somewhat healthy, but knock on wood. I would say this. I feel like if they could get Cooper Flagg, I think the future's bright. I think they need to get him for me to say they got a bright future. I feel like if they get anybody else, I kind of won't say they got a bright future. Because let's just hypothetically say they get the second pick. Hypothetically. You get who? Ace Bailey, Ron Harper, DJ. Like, but you already got LaMelo, Brandon Miller. Like, you don't need them. I think they need to get Cooper Flagg for me to say they got something over there. They got something. Like, they need him. What about the Blazers?
Yeah, I said the Blazers.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear you. I heard Hornets. But I think the Blazers, they got a lot of young talent over there. And I've heard and seen a lot of people say, hey, if the Blazers, if they say trade like an Anthony Simons, trade off of Jeremy Grant, got a big contract or whatever, because they played pretty good, like later in the, like kind of in the middle, later in the year. They played good. Give them credit. I giving them credit. A lot of people think they could make a playing spot or at least fight for one. They could.
Nah, they could definitely fight for one. They need to figure out what they're gonna do. They got a lot of log jams everywhere, like you said. Anthony Simons, Scoot, what's that dude name? What's the last name? I think it's Bolton or something like that.
You tell
Dayton or something like.
Dewan is Blanton. I can't think of his first name,
Yeah,
but I think
him.
you're talking about Blanton. They got to Monty Kamara. Like they got him
Tamari
who's
Gill.
good.
They got a lot
Good.
of guards, a lot of bigs because they got to figure out what they're gonna do with Aiton and Klingon. Um, but yeah, they future's looking real bright because they can trade and get some pieces back, or if they want, they got a decent lottery pick too. They're gonna have a decent lottery pick too.
The only way I feel like no one's going there, so they got to trade for like somebody. Who in your opinion should they like? At what position do they need to trade for? Not the player, but
I
just
think
position.
I think four. I think they're gonna need a four because you got your guards and Shaden and Scoop, and then you got Kamara, but you need another forward. You need one more forward, another good 3-and-D forward.
And would you trade DeAndre Ayton this year, or would you give it just one more year since they improved? But think about it though; they were kind of playing pretty good without him, at least later in the year.
Yeah, I mean, see, it depends on what direction they want to go. Because Klingon is more of a defensive big, and Aiden is more of an offensive big, and so it depends on what direction Chauncey want to go. Because the only offensive weapons they really got in that lineup is Shaden Sharp, and if you trade Simons off, that's really it. You're gonna need more offense in that lineup. I mean, Scoot can probably give you something, but he's not an offensive threat like Shaden Sharp is. Um, they honestly might keep both bigs to be honest, and just have Klingon play backup. Because when he gets his like little 20 minutes, 25 minutes or whatever like that, he plays real good. Or 15 to 20 minutes, he play real good.
Do we think the Nets have a good future?
No,
What did they get Cooper?
no,
Hypothetically.
they still missing a lot over there. I mean, unless they still got Cam Thomas. Well, unless they're gonna sign him, because he's a free agent this year, I think.
I think he's restricted free agent.
Do they sign Cam Thomas? Do they let him walk? They still got Claxton and D'Lo.
I think D'Lo's a
I
free
don't
agent.
know.
I think he's a free agent.
They future not looking that bright to me, unless they do something in this draft.
The
I don't think
only
they're gonna send Cooper to Brooklyn.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
A lot of people have said, I know this ain't the topic, but I was watching a podcast. Let's keep it a buck. Shout out to y'all. Some of them on there said that Cooper should have just stayed in college this year because of the potential teams he can go to. And I'm just like, nah. I think he needs
Nah,
to go. I think
he
he
needs
needs
to
to
go,
go.
bro. Because even if he
Like,
do stay, I mean, he might not go number one next year, or he still might go number one. But bro, it ain't no point. What's your point in staying? The same teams that's bad this year is gonna be bad next year.
exactly. And it's like, how often does say the number one pick go to like a legit good team in the NBA draft? Like, when was the last time that happened? Like, that doesn't happen.
Probably
Like
what, Tim
every
Duncan?
bro, that was what
That's the only thing I think.
1999.
That's the only
That's
one I can think that actually went to a good team. Yeah,
that
Timmy.
was 1999. Like, but what? No, I'm saying like, well, I get what you're saying. Like, that's a good organization, but I don't think they were really that good. Don't quote me. I don't think they were that good that year. But it's like LeBron, the Cavs were bad. It's like it happens. Kevin Durant, the Sonics weren't all that good. Like every team who gets the number one pick is going to a bad team regardless.
But
Like
that's
it just
Spurs team. They was injured. They was injured that year. A bunch of their players was injured, so they was ass and got the number one pick.
so it's like, and plus like, yeah, and I get it. It's the NIL and stuff like that now, but at the same time, bro, this is legit guaranteed money. And then the thing is, like, knock on wood, you don't want him to get like a career-ending injury next year just because you're going to
Mm-hmm.
college. You want to go to the league, and he reclassified for a reason. Like, what's the point of reclassifying just to go to college the same year you're supposed to go to college? Like, that don't make sense. You went to college early so you could get to the league early. Like, that was the whole point. Like, that don't make sense. Bro, if you got a chance to go, go. And if you think you don't got a chance to go, don't go. But Cooper was going regardless. And I think people was like, he's waiting. He's taking his sweet time. Like, I know after they lost that heartbreaking game, he was like, I'm going to take my time. Brother, I get it. I understand heartbreaking loss. We knew damn well you was going in that draft.
Yeah, he was
Everybody,
going regardless, though.
we knew you was going in
Even
that draft.
even if they got knocked out the first round, he was still going.
That would have been crazy if they would have got knocked out in that first round. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. So we don't think the Bulls have a bright future?
No, I don't believe in the Bulls, bro. I've seen this year after year after year after year. They gonna mess it up some way, somehow.
But you don't think they got some bright spots though?
Yeah, they got some bright spots. Giddy's definitely a bright spot. Montes,
Kobe White?
Kobe White. Yeah, we got some bright spots, but Bulls management always messes it up. So I have no faith in them. Name me one time the Bulls did something right.
How long ago though? How long ago?
Exactly.
I'm asking how long ago? Like, you just give me a year. Like, how long ago? What, like past
The
what, 10
farthest you
years?
can think.
10 years?
What's the best thing?
What have they
What's the
done right?
last greatest thing? Yes, what's the last greatest thing the Bulls have done? That was right. The right
The
decision.
last
They haven't had.
greatest thing they ever done? Woo! The last greatest thing the Bulls have ever done. It's probably drafted D Rose, honestly. What that was?
And that wasn't hard to do.
That was 09? That was 09? Yeah, that was probably it. That was probably the greatest thing. Now the best thing, now a good thing they did in the past like 10 years. I'd say, could you say sign Lamar? I said Lamar. DeMar DeRozan? Could you say that? Could that be something?
Look what that led us to. Nothing.
I mean, Lonzo got hurt. Signing Lonzo. I mean, the Bulls were good in January. Then when he got hurt, it went downhill.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, at that time it was a good. I still think if Lonzo would never got hurt, the Bulls would have made some noise that year. But I mean, if you look at the hindsight, it wasn't a good signing. They didn't live up to nothing.
Well, you talking about the DeMar signing?
Yeah, the DeMar signing, and then getting Lonzo, it didn't really live up to nothing.
I could say the 76ers. Do you think they got
a bright future?
Low key, they kind of don't. Kind of. Low key.
They don't. They do, but they don't.
Low key. Because Joel Embiid is a huge question mark. Paul George is, it's like you got Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, but you don't know. Hey, what did the Sixers get Cooper Flag? What did they get that number one pick? We seen it happen. Like teams like in that middle range go up to number one. What did they get him? How would that be?
You think they draft him?
Who drafted him?
You wouldn't try to leverage that trade?
Hell no. Why would I? Okay, let me speak, then you can go. First of all, if the 76ers get the number one pick, they are drafting Cooper Flag. I'm telling you this right now. First of all, because Joel Embiid is a question mark, and at least in Cooper Flag, we have a somewhat of a star player coming to our city and team. And Paul George, injury prone, don't know what we're going to do with him. At least we have a cornerstone of Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, depending on how you feel about that, and Cooper Flag. Hell, bro. If you, hypothetically, you get Tyrese, you could put Jared McCain at the 2 or Kelly Oubre, whoever, Cooper, Paul George, and Joel Embiid, if Joel Embiid is healthy. Yes, they can do that. Yes, I'm drafting Cooper Flag if I'm the 76ers. Why wouldn't you draft him? Why?
I mean, no, I'm not saying I wouldn't draft. I'm just saying I'm asking you what you think they'll do it because you could obviously flip that number one pick. Everybody's gonna want Cooper Flag. So, a team that's willing to pay a lot for him, you can get some pieces back in return. Because even though he is a great talent, he's still a rookie at the end of the day. And y'all trying to win a championship. So, you can get players that's ready now.
Okay, so if Joel Embiid, knock on wood, can never be the same again, and Paul George is, knock on wood, who is our homegrown star?
Maxey.
All right. Tyrese Maxey is good, but Cooper Flag, he's white. He brings the buzz. He's white. He brings the buzz. Yes, you draft him. Just like how the Titans are not trading that number one pick, the 76ers would do the same exact thing and they are not letting Cooper Flag go. It's not gonna happen. No. And then plus, what decent role players are gonna be at least good enough or potentially be better than Cooper Flag? Yes, he's a rookie. We don't know. But depending on the role players, I don't think they're good enough to potentially what Cooper Flag could potentially be.
Say they trade him to Utah and get marketing for him.
I take Lord. I take Cooper. I keep Cooper.
So if they do that, it'll be a lineup of Maxey, whoever at your two, Paul George, Laurie, and Embiid. That's not bad. I mean,
that's not bad.
I'm not saying trade the pick. I'm just saying, what if they decide to do that? They can go a lot of places with it. They don't just have to keep it. Will I draft Cooper Flag? Yeah. I'll draft Cooper Flag only reason I'll draft Cooper Flag is because Joel Embiid. And then like you said, we need something for the future. We need a future cornerstone. And yeah, we got Maxey, but
you know what? I forgot. You're not a hater of Cooper Flag. You're just not high on him. I think Cooper Flag isn't this guy like, we're not trading nothing for him, like a Wemby, right? Like, we know Wemby going one. I don't care who you give me. I'm not giving you. I ain't trading Wemby for basically nothing. Cooper Flag ain't that. So it's like if somebody gives me the right offer, depending on what it is, I think about it. But
yeah, Wemby, I might. Yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah.
But Wemby is like, hell no. You're not getting. I don't care who you give me. You can give me Luka. I'm still not trading you Wemby. Even though we don't know what Wemby could be. I'm still not doing it. You ain't doing it, bro. You're not doing it.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it for sure.
You're not doing
it. I'll think about it for sure. Because that boy Luka, man.
So if the Mavericks would have went to the Spurs, and like how they was asking for AD and Giannis, and they went to you for Wemby, you the Spurs, right? You give it you and they say, hey, we want Wemby. You giving up Wemby for Luka?
I said I didn't say I'll do it. I said I think about it.
I'm asking you.
Hard. That's hard to give up a 7. What is he? 7'4", 7'3",
7'4",
7'4" with a 6 wingspan or something like that.
They're 8.
I don't know. Then an 8-foot wingspan. That's hard to give up. That can shoot threes, dribble. Oof.
You ain't giving them up.
That's hard to give up.
You ain't giving them up. I don't care who it is. It could be Jokic. You still not giving him up. You're not doing it. And plus, Wemby younger. Like, Wemby's younger. What, Wemby is what, 20? Or is he 21? Whatever it is. Luka is what, 25? 25, I think. You're not giving up no 20, 21-year-old for Luka. I'm sorry, Luka. Luka, you great. Don't get me wrong. You're great, brother. I ain't giving up. Maxey, McCain, PG, Cooper, and Embiid is a really scary. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, if Embiid could stay healthy and Paul George could stay healthy and they get Cooper Flag, hey, I might get on my delusional status. I ain't going to be Charles and put them up high as hell, but I think they might pass the second round, depending on who they play. They could be scary. Can the Grizzlies forfeit the next two? Man, they should, man. They so bad, bro. I ain't got time for that. They so bad, bro. I ain't got time for that. But we gonna talk about that later. But what's another team? What's another non-playoff team? Let me see. I mean, you could say the Suns, but I don't think they got a bright future. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, the Suns, they say they're trying to get Bob Myers to be their GM.
If they get Bob Myers to be their GM, I think KD and them will stay. I think he gonna
Think
flip
so?
Bill for sure. Yeah, but I think KD stays. I
That's up
think
to
Bob
Bron.
Myers will turn around that team though. I got faith in him to turn around that team.
Is it crazy to say if Bradley Beal does stay there and there's no Kevin Durant, he could be better?
Yeah, for sure. Cause he gonna have the ball more. He gonna get more shots up.
I don't mind if he stays if
I
Kevin
don't know if
Durant's
the
not
team.
there.
I don't think the team will be better if KD leaves, but yeah, he gonna definitely play better because he gonna have the ball more.
That's why I don't mind. If Kevin Durant is gone, but Bradley Beal stays, I don't hate it. Because, like you said, get the ball more could be the clear second option. And he can easily give me 25 points per game. Easily. Booker give me 25. Now it depends on what else you put around them too, but I wouldn't mind it if Kevin Durant is gone. The Pelicans?
Yeah, Pelicans got a bright future. They got a lottery pick this year. Still got Zion, CJ, and Murray, and then you got Messi, who's a nice rookie. Yeah, they got a bright future. As long as you got Zion, you got a bright future. If he stays healthy.
It's a question if he can stay healthy, bro. But next year is the year he is supposed to stay healthy. He gets hurt every other year. So
Every other
this year he
year.
got hurt. So next year should be the year he stays healthy. He should stay healthy. But I'd say the Wizards got a bright future. I like what the Wizards doing. I think they moving in the right direction. I've always said I want to see Cooper either go to the Wizards or go to the Hornets, and that's just simply to play with LaMelo. That's it. I honestly though, low key, I don't want to see him go to the Jazz. That's just me. I don't want to see
No,
that. I really don't.
that'd be ugly. That'd be ugly.
Like, I don't like it, bro. He needs to go to the Wizards or any team outside of Utah. Nothing against Utah, you know. Y'all got some good fans, but I want to see him go somewhere else. But let's move on. Let's talk about what player has surprised you so far in these playoffs. What players, if you got players, or honestly though, my bad. If you think of somebody who was disappointing so far in these playoffs outside of 2 games, you could say that. But who has surprised you so far in the first 2 games of these playoffs?
I got a couple of players that surprised me for good and bad.
Okay.
Davion Mitchell.
Mm.
Davion Mitchell has definitely surprised me. Since these play-ins have started, and then now to the playoffs, he's hit big shot after big shot. He's played amazing defense. He's been a bright spot for the Miami Heat and a consistent player for the Miami Heat so far in the playoffs. Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris has surprised me. He has stepped up. He went from doing nothing in the regular season to now he's playoff Tobias. You know what I'm saying? Dropped 22 the first game. I think he dropped like 17 the second game. So he's giving those Pistons that consistent second scoring option. Disappointing though, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves and Bron has been disappointing these first 2 games. Austin Reeves, who we considered the best third option in the league, he didn't look like the best third option in the league these first 2 games. He played okay, but we need more for him if we want the Lakers to go far. And then Bron. Bron had a slow start that first game. He picked up that second game, but he's still not playing like the Bron that we know and love. And then lastly, Norman Powell. Norman Powell has surprised me because I thought Norman Powell would have came in this playoff series. I wouldn't say on fire, but I thought he would have been playing better than what he's playing. Giving me like 13 to 14 points. That's not enough. That's not enough. The Clippers need more out of him.
I did have Davion Mitchell. I think Davion. Look, like I said, we gonna go way more in depth, but Davion Mitchell killed. He was killing yesterday, and he killed against the Hawks in the play. He basically saved them. Like he has been playing amazing. He's shooting 60% from the field and 50% from 3. Obviously, he's not taking a lot of threes, but he's shooting 50%. And that's pretty good. Davion Mitchell is pretty good. Andrew Nembhard, the guy you said that was not good. Andrew Nembhard has played really good. You can honestly say he's been like the second best player on that team from the Pacers in the first 2 games. He been killing, man. Andrew Nembhard, he been babying some people, man. Andrew Nembhard, cold, bro. He a playoff riser, low key. And I think another guy, you could say Dylan Brooks. I think Dylan Brooks has played pretty good the first 2 games. His defense, hitting the 3 ball, like Dylan Brooks has been really good so far in the first 2 games. And a surprising name, Julius Randle has played pretty decent so far in these first 2 playoffs. He hasn't played bad. He's played pretty good. And Julius Randle is known as a playoff flopper. He don't play good in the playoffs, but so far these first 2 games against the Lakers, he's played pretty good. I can't lie. He's played pretty good. Another player that I'm disappointed in, Kyle Kuzma. You gave us a super donut, brother.
He worse than Tony Snell.
Nah, they about the same. But all he did was just foul people. He didn't get nothing. He did as much as you and me, and we was on the couch watching the games. That's how bad he was. That's how bad he was. He has not been that good. He hasn't. Another player, honestly, I could say I say Drew Holiday. I don't think Drew Holiday has been played like that good. Especially like, Jason Tatum is hurt and he missed last game. Like, I thought Drew Holiday would kind of step his scoring up, but that team is kind of stacked, so it's like he really don't gotta go off. But I do think he has to play just a little bit better. And low-key, Jaren Jackson, Jesus Christ. Like, bruh, we got Kendrick Perkins coming out here talking about he's the most overrated player, big man in the league. I'm like, damn. But Jaren Jackson, these last couple of games, I mean, he played okay last game, but that first game when they got 70 piece basically, nah, bro. You ain't been good. And I agree with you on Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves supposed to be, like you said, third best option in the NBA. Nah, brother. You have not
been playing like it.
I
forgot his name. Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn has been playing amazing these first 2 games. He like first game he had 10. I think second game he had like 5. But this is defense and his effort. Like he's helping the Clippers tremendously.
I mean, he's a really good defender, man. And then it's like if he's open from the 3 in the corner, he shoot that. And I think it was the first game he hit a couple. Like Chris Dunn defense is great as long as he open, he good. Low-key, if Michael Porter didn't have a decent game in game 2, could have put him on here as disappointed because he got benched basically in game 1. He got benched.
And I could say he was not that doing nothing.
He sure wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't doing anything. And the same thing with Jalen Green. In game 1, he didn't do nothing. Oh, I can't wait till we talk about I can't wait to talk about Rockets. Oh, Jalen Green, brother. Jalen Green, man. Jalen Green is him. That's all I'm going to say. Jalen Green is him. Jalen Green is him. Don't ever talk about Jalen Green ever again. Don't ever. But now, though, Jalen Green could have been on here if he would have had another sticker because first game he was terrible. And I know Charles is like, we'll come on Thursday and talk about shit. Nah, brother, you can't do it now. Nope. I ain't gonna let you.
I can still pop my shit.
No, I ain't gonna let you. I'm gonna defend my guy. I ain't gonna let you because you be disrespectful. You are disrespectful to him. So nope, I ain't gonna let it happen. Not gonna let it happen. But now though, like, those low-key, could we say for another disappointment, you could put Cat on there. Or honestly, anybody outside of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah. I mean, that Cat one is kind of iffy. Because that second game, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't really blame on him. I do, but I don't. Because you out there on the floor, so you got to do something. But they wasn't giving bro the ball. After the third quarter, bro, he was not touching the ball like that. And if you Tom Thibodeau, he's your second best player, bro. You have to make sure he touches the ball.
I hope we see it tonight. Hope we see it tonight. But let's start with this other topic. So out of the teams that's down 0-2, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Miami Heat, the Milwaukee Bucks, and Orlando Magic, which team do you have the most confidence in, and which team do you not have the most confidence in that's down 0-2?
Well, who I have no confidence in is the Grizzlies. Um, I think Ja can get them one game, but as of right now, the way it's looking like they're gonna get swept. But I have the least confidence in them. And then who I have the most confidence to come back from 0-2 is the Bucks. That first game they basically got blown out. Nobody did anything besides Giannis. That second game, Dame didn't show up. If Dame would have showed up, probably would have, they probably would have won that game. But Dame ain't played since March, so I'm taking that with a grain of salt. I think Dame will be better next game. I think they're gonna get these next two at home. So
I hope they need to. If they don't, they will lose the series. It's gonna be over. I could say the Grizzlies because they've been getting 70-piece every game. I could say them. I'm gonna go with the Magic. I have no lick of confidence in them. And Paulo has been great. He's been great. He a playoff riser. He been great. But man, they don't got no offense. They don't got none. And I just don't trust outside of Paulo and somewhat of Franz. I don't trust nobody else on that team. I don't. And they probably like Jason Tatum didn't play, and Jason Tatum didn't have a good game. Bro, the three best players in game one didn't have a good game, and they still got blown out. Like, I don't have confidence in them. Like, how does that, bro? If the three best players have bad games, you're supposed to basically win that game. They still got blown out. And that's why I have the Celtics going far, because they have too much talent. They have too much. They got too many players that can score. And it's like, I know they're going to be at home and the crowd going to be on that side. And I think it's going to be a closer game in game 3. But I still don't have no confidence. If Jason Tatum probably doesn't, I think he doesn't play in game 3. And they probably don't need him against them. They really don't, bro. And if Jaylen Brown could do what he did yesterday, Derek White have a good game, Porzingis have a good game, bro, they still go win. I don't trust nobody on that team. I have no faith in them. Now, the team I do have faith in, I do got to go by default the Bucks. I do got to go because I really don't. I can't say the Heat, can't say the Grizzlies. So if I do have the most confidence, I would say the Bucks, because you do got Giannis, Bobby Portis. Oh, you lucky Bobby Portis he lucky he had a good game too.
I'm lucky.
Yes, you lucky because you sure was depending on him. You lucky, brother.
I've been saying this from the get-go.
You lucky. No, I went back. Nope. In the video, I asked you, I said, why did you pick why did you pick the Bucks? Because at first you picked the Pacers. You said Bobby Portis was the first name you named. So you're lucky. I was gonna come back and say something. But Bobby Portis had a great game too. And he came back. I don't think they was gonna win that game anyway. But he did have a good game. And Dame, like you said, came back from blood clot. He gonna be rusty. Like, he's been out for almost a month. He's gonna be rusty. Like, he should play better in game 3. Bobby Portis is gonna probably play better. Giannis is gonna be Giannis. It's just some other players gotta come back. And if they can, the Pacers are still a good team, but this is the team that they could come back from, because you got them winning in 6. So they could win 4 in a row. They could. So I have to put my confidence in the Bucks. I don't want to, but I got no choice. All right, man. Let's get started. This probably won't be a 3-hour pod, but it depends on how. I could say it's at least 2-hour pod, but let's get into these playoffs, man. Let's start with these playoffs, man. What we've seen so far in these game 2s, and what we got and what we think is going to happen the rest of the series. Let's just start with the East, man. Let's start with the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Miami Heat so far. The Heat are up 2-0 on the Miami. The Cavs are up 2-0 on the Miami Heat, man. Donovan Mitchell went off in game 2. Everybody else contributed in game 1. Blew them out. But what are your reactions from the first 2 games, and what do you think is going to happen the rest of the series?
Well, the first 2 games, it seems like the Cavs know they're gonna beat them. Like, that first game, Evan Mobley didn't really do nothing, but Ty Jerome, Darius Garland, and Donovan Mitchell went off. I don't think Jerry Allen really did anything that first game either. And Bam played well. Tyler Hero played decent. But everybody else didn't do anything for them. And then that second game, it just looked like the Cavs. Not that they wasn't trying, but it was just like we know we gonna beat them anyway. So it's like our team is so much better than theirs. Because they was up like at one point they was up like 12, almost 20 on them, and then the Heat came back. The Heat can end up coming back. Davion Mitchell played well. Tyler Hero played good. Bam didn't do anything. But the next two games I see it going the same way because you would thought Khalil Ware would have been a decent weapon for them, but they don't like to use Khalil Ware because that man does not get up on the pick and rolls. Like them first couple of games, bro, Eric Spoelstra sold him out so fast. I think he was guarding. It was Darius Garland. They had to set a screen for Darius Garland. He sagged back. Darius Garland pulled straight up, smacked the three. Eric Spoelstra like, nah, timeout. Got him up out of there real quick. But I see the same thing. I just see the Cavs steamrolling them. It may be a good game in Game 3 because the Heat are at home, but I don't think Davion Mitchell's gonna play this well the entire series to keep them in it because they almost have to play perfect. Like Bam has to go off, Tyler Hero has to go off, Davion Mitchell has to go off, Andrew Wiggins has to do something. Like all four of them have to play well if they even want a chance to win it.
Davion Mitchell could actually play this well during the series because it's only gonna go 4. It's only gonna go 4. So he actually probably does play this well, and it still won't be enough. I don't want to make it a bad thing, but I feel like if Davion Mitchell has to be your second best player, that's not good. Like I don't think that's I don't think that's good. Like, we need Bam to step it up. Like he played good in Game 1, I give him that, but in Game 2, especially when y'all making, no show didn't making a comeback, because like you said, they was basically getting blown out. And I think the Cavs just took, how it is, bro. You up. I feel like this happens even on 2K and in real life. When you have a big lead so early, you kind of step your foot off the gas pedal. And then sure enough, the team started coming back. And that's exactly what the Cavs, with the Heat did. Because Davion Mitchell in that fourth quarter, he started to heat up. He hit a couple of threes. They went down by 2. And and Donovan Mitchell said, hold my beer real quick, and went super crazy in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
He was clutch. And I mean, bro, like the Heat just don't have enough weapons. Like that's just really all it is. And Tyler Hero has played pretty good the first 2 games, but he's their best offensive player. He's damn near their best player, honestly. And Davion Mitchell is like, if we need you to play good, it's like, yeah, that ain't it. We need Hayward Highsmith, who has not played bad, but it's like it's Hayward Highsmith at the end of the day. Duncan Robinson, the same way. Like, and Eric Spoelstra is really only running like an 8-man lineup because Phil Larson only played 11, but this is Game 2. Jovic only played 25.
And he only put them in because they was down and he was trying to find something offensively. That's the only because when they when they was coming back, they had Jovic in, they had Larson in, they had the bench in, and it's like they was hitting shots at that moment. That's the only reason why they came back, bro. So I think if this was any other game, he probably wouldn't even have played them, if we be honest.
Like you said, Andrew Wiggins got to play better. I mean, technically, you're supposed to be the second best offensive player on this team. Technically. Mm-hmm. And now it's Davion Mitchell. Like, we need a little bit more from you. And actually, in this game, Ty Jerome really didn't play that good. DeAndre Hunter stepped it up because in the first game, I think he gave you 0 points, but it didn't matter because they blew them out. So it's like, it really don't matter. But Donovan Mitchell he's played pretty good. And the same with Darius Garland. Like, they've all played good, bro. It's just too much firepower. This is a free W coupon for them. I know it's the Heat culture and all that, but ain't nobody got no chance, bro. They do not have a chance of winning this series. I think that's why.
Hey,
what?
You see when they win, Daniel all up in the chat. They lose, he ain't got nothing to say. Be quiet as a mouse, boy.
I don't even see it when they do win. I don't even see it when they do.
Nah, when they win, he makes sure y'all know, or we know that they won. You will know if the Heat won. Then you gonna make sure.
What? Oh, when they beat the Bulls, he did say something.
The Hawks. And then they beat the Hawks. He said something.
Low key, that game
Look,
the
I
Hawks
told him.
probably should have won.
I told him, I'm like, bro, I guarantee y'all ain't gonna get out this first round though. Y'all ain't gonna win the game. He ain't said not a word because he
Man,
already know they suck.
he when he wrong, he don't say nothing, bro. He just be like, I'm gonna just be quiet, crickets. But overall, bro, the Cavs just got a free W coupon, bro. They got a clean sweep. They just need to take care of business, sweep them so they can rest up against either the Pacers or the Bucks. Because if it could potentially go to a dogfight with the Pacers or Bucks, depending on how they play these next two games at home. So just take care of business, Cavs, and get y'all rest, bro. Like the Heat are not good. Like it's literally like it's gonna take a master class from the Heat to beat the Cavs, bro. It's gonna take a
Literally,
master
everybody
class.
has to go off, bro. Wiggins, Bam, Tyler Hero, Davion Mitchell. They gotta have at least 5 to 6 players go off in order for them to beat the Cavs.
Bam can't, bro. Bam attempted 9 shots. Bro, Tyler Hero attempted 24. The next person who attempted shots was Jovic with 12. He's off the bench with 25
There's
minutes.
no way.
Bam played
There's no way.
42 minutes and only attempted 9 shots. What? What are we
There's
doing?
no way. Yeah, there's no way.
Like I see you got 14 rebounds, 9 assists, but bro, if you play good, there's a chance y'all probably could have won. I don't think they
That
was,
play
but
could have
there
won.
is a chance.
They could have won.
They could
Yeah.
have snuck out a win in Cleveland. And then we talking totally different about them. But Bam got to step it up, bro. We need this offensive game from you. And look at this. So 3 from 9 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3. So basically only what? 4 of your other shots with like 2s? Nah, bro, you got to get more than that, bro. You do for y'all to win.
And then it's like don't get me wrong, you got Evan Mobley is a great defender, but Bam is the bigger guy. So you would think he'd go at Evan Mobley. Like I said, don't get me wrong, Evan Mobley is great defensively. I'm not saying he's a scrub or Bam can just score on him at will, but you gotta be aggressive. You're the bigger person. You gotta be aggressive against Mobley.
Man, this is a free W coupon. This is sweet. I don't expect nothing the rest of the series. I'll say this. I won't be shocked if somehow, some way the Heat pull a game out, but I'm still going with sweet, bro. This is over with. Cavs just take care of business, and that's just the end of it. Let's move on. The Boston Celtics and the Orlando Magic. The Celtics have taken a commanding 2-0 lead against Orlando Magic at home. What are your takeaways from the first 2 games, and what do you expect the rest of the series?
Well, first and foremost, shout out to Peyton Pritchard for winning 6th Man of the Year.
My guy.
But it's the same thing with the Heat. Like the Magic offense is ugly. It's nasty. They take nothing but contested, tough tools, and they making tough shots all game. Jalen Suggs is definitely missed right now because he's the only other person on that team that could probably get his own shot, probably besides Cole Anthony, but he hasn't done anything. But man, we saw game 2, even without Jason Tatum, the Magic don't have enough. So I think the Magic gonna get swept. Like you said, it may be a closer game 3 or 4, because they're at home. But I still got the Celtics pulling this out. They might get the game at home, but if not, they gonna get swept.
Cole Anthony only played 5 minutes in game 2. 5. That's it. And he saved y'all against the Hawks. And we would think like, okay, should get more run at least, or at least play in the teams. You only get 5 minutes, and because who else is gonna score? Like you guys are literally dependent on 2 guys to save you. Let me read this. Smooth. Miami gonna get 1 at the crib for sure. I don't think so, bro. I think they're getting swept, and that's the end of it. I'm sorry, bro. I think they get swept. But look at this, bro. So in game 2, Paulo takes 25. Franz Wagner takes 20. The next person was KCP with 9, and he was 1 for 9. Bruh.
That's terrible.
Like,
that's terrible. They need some more shot creators. They need everything as far as scoring wise. They need shooting. They need shot creation. They need everything, bro. Because Paulo I've seen so many times Paulo bring up the ball and he just loses it. I'm not saying Paulo can't handle the ball, but as my primary ball handler, I don't want him as my primary ball handler. Because he at least coughed it up 2 or 3 times just off of loose handles. And those 3 turnovers can make a big difference in the playoffs. That's a 6-point swing right there if they score, or a 9-point swing if they score every possession off just 3 regular turnovers that you get from losing the ball.
In game one, Paulo 27 attempts, Franz 24 attempts. The next guy was Wendell with 6. They're literally dependent on 2 guys to do everything. And Paulo has been really good. Franz has been decent. It's just not enough, bro. Especially with Derek White basically backpacked the stars of the Celtics, and they still blew them
And then Pritchard.
out. Yes, and Pritchard too. But it was really Derek White, bro. He had 30. Peyton Pritchard had 19. Jason Tatum had 17, but it wasn't a good 17. Jaylen Brown, 16, but it wasn't the greatest 16. Drew Holiday with 9. Porzingis had 5. And they still get blown out. It's just like, bro, we knew the Magic offense was bad. But Jesus Christ, like, if I'm Paul, I'm looking around like, damn, where the hell? Where I need something. Like, I got Franz, but where is everybody else? And the thing is, the defense has kind of done its job. It's actually done its job. They've been physical with the Celtics. They've been physical. Yeah. Just not the offense, bro.
Because, bro, every game, I think both games, the Celtics was shot way more threes than them, but they've hit way more than them too. Like, bro, you can't keep up. You can't keep up with the Celtics scoring if all they doing is hitting threes, and all y'all doing is taking 2s. 3s are worth more than 2. That's easy math right there.
Game 1, Magic hit 10, Celtics hit 16, and game 2.
That's 6 extra threes. That's 18 points right there. That's a blowout. That's a blowout.
It's crazy because they did lose. They lost by 17, but so basically close. Game 2, they shot 7. Celtics shot 12.
That's still 12 points right there. And they lost by what, 9?
Yeah, they lost by 9. So
them threes, you can't keep up with that, bro. They can't keep up with that.
And the thing is, they're not turning the ball over. They only had 7 turnovers in game 2. And it's like they're rebounding with them pretty decent. Well, they got out rebounded game 1, I ain't gonna lie. Because they had 10 people with 10 rebounds. So I take that back. It's just the offense, bro. Like, it's not good enough. And we are praying that they get somebody this summer offensively. We pray. Because they need something, bro. Like, hypothetically, what if they had a Kobe White in this series? I know they still lose.
Yeah, they still lose, but it'll help. It'll make the games way more competitive. Because like you said, their defense is there. It's just that when they get stops, they can't score to save their life. So even if you had Kobe White, it'll help, but it's still not enough.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, the vacation awaits for you. Man, he's so bad, bro. He is so bad. Like, they got you there to hit open shots, bro. He can't hit open shot, bro. And then it's like Corey Joseph, he's out there, but it's like, bro, you need to play Cole Anthony a little bit more. I think Cole Anthony plays more at home. I don't know which game, but I think he plays more than 5 minutes. I do believe this.
Like, shit, Anthony, that game 1 he should have played. Y'all down 20. What's the worst of throwing him in there?
How many? Let me see real quick. I'm about to look how many minutes he played in game 1. I think it was more than 5, if I'm right. He played 10. He played 10.
And what he do in those 10 minutes? Nothing.
4 points, 3 rebounds. 3 assists. He didn't do nothing.
What he shoot from the field?
1 for 3.
Yeah. Jamal Moses, like, that's enough.
He didn't do anything, bro. He didn't do anything, bro. Like, I think you got to play Cole Anthony more. I see he putting Gary Harris in the game. Like, what?
Because he's a quote-unquote shooter and defender. Like, no, bro. Gary Harris is trash.
Hey, man ain't been good since Denver, bro. He ain't been good since Denver.
Just that 1 year in Denver.
I had him on fantasy that year. He was cold. He was cold that year. He was decent. He was decent that year. He ain't been the same since, bro. He been trash. Bro, I saw something that said Paulo got the most 35-5 games in like postseason history already. He's only played like 8 games in the post. He's played 9 games in the postseason already, something like that. But Paulo's been great. He's been really good for them.
They gotta get that man some help.
And Franz can't shoot. Franz can't shoot to save his life, bro.
It's
He
G.
can't
You
shoot.
know what's crazy? Early in the season, bro, he was shooting well from three. I don't know what it is. It was the same as last year. Last year during the season, he was shooting well. Then once he got to the playoffs, it was like he could not shoot no more. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he hurt his shoulder, hurt his wrist, or whatever. It's like it's not smooth anymore. It's like a usually he'd go up one motion. Now it's like he'd go up, cock back, or do something. It's like a two shot motion now instead of it being fluid like it once was. I don't know what's
So
going on with him.
okay, so in the month of April, Franz shot 23% from three. That's pretty bad. The month of you remember he did miss some time. So
Yeah,
the month in February, he shot 28% from three, better, but still not the greatest. Uh January he only played 4 games, and that's when he got injured. So I'm not counting that. December only played 4 games, so really not counting that. December he shot 34%, pretty decent. November he shot 39%. It was only 5 games. So, he really, like you said, he did shoot better, but now he can't shoot to save his life. Like it's bad. He can't shoot nothing. And like you said, bro, they do take I see Paulo get to the post and do a pull-up jump shot, and it's like that's it. They don't take it. They can't hit the three. They don't. It's like they just can't
take a
shoot.
lot of tough tools. They take a lot of tough tools.
They can't shoot, bro. And Jaylen Brown, give Jaylen Brown credit, bro. He stepped it up yesterday, boy. He had a great game yesterday. He had a great game. I think everybody
Yeah,
played a
33.
good game. Yeah, he stepped it up. I'm like, okay, this is what we talking about, bro. This is what we talking about. If you're the Celtics, do you play Jason Tatum? Like, do you play him?
I will see what happens game 3. If we lose game 3, I'll play him in game 4. But if we win, I'll sit him out for game 4.
So you ain't playing him in game 3 regardless.
Yeah, regardless, I'm not playing him in game 3.
Is it crazy to say they really don't need him against them?
No. Is it crazy to say they don't need neither one of them, Jaylen Brown or Tatum? I
So
think they can win
you
without either
think
one.
so they could go out there with Porzingis, Pritchard, White, Drew Holiday, and still whooped on and still whoop
Yes.
on them,
And
and
Al
Sam
Horford,
Hauser
yes.
and Al Horford, they
And
can
Al,
still whoop
yes.
on them.
Yes. I really do. I really do. Because their offense is so bad. It should not be. Bro, they can barely score 100 points.
Low
You
key.
you're a professional NBA basketball team. You should be able to score 100 points, bro. They can't even do that. They can barely do that.
They scored 86 in game 1. And it's crazy because game 1 in the first half, it was actually kind of competitive. They actually took the lead at one point. It was pretty
Mm-hmm.
competitive because everybody played bad outside of Derek White. But then in the third quarter, they start blowing them out. I'm like, bro, like what happened? I'm
They
just
couldn't
like,
hit shots, bro. They couldn't. They was getting the stops, but they could not hit shots to save their life.
man. What is Paulo averaging these? I know it's only 2 games, but let me see what he's averaging these first 2 games. He's averaging, bro. Man's averaging 34, 10, and 5 with a block. He's shooting 50 from the field and 40% from three. Bro, man is carrying. He's carrying them, bro. Hey, Paulo Cole, bro. I know K getting all the credit because the Pistons winning. Don't sleep on Paulo, man. Paulo Cole, bro. They say he the
And
new
once they
Mellow,
get some
man.
shooters around,
They say he the
yeah,
new Mellow,
he
man. They
is.
say
He
Mellow.
he need to go work out with Melo, bro. He need to go work out with Melo this summer and let Melo teach him all that he know. Cause low key, they games is low key the same. He like taking mid ranges. He like being in the post. He like bullying people. He should definitely go work out with Carmelo this summer.
Man. I feel bad for the Magics, man. So, if you are the Magic, obviously we know what it is now. Would you rather face the Cavs or the Celtics?
If I'm the Magic,
Yes, if you were the Magic, if you had to
I'm still.
choose.
I think it's still the Celtics. Because if they playing the Cavs, they don't have. I don't think they have confidence against the Cavs. But for some reason, I feel like they got ultra confidence against the Celtics. Because look at Franz and Paulo; they have not had a bad game since they played the Celtics. So I think it's just they just feel like they can beat the Celtics for some odd reason. They just feel like they can beat them.
Mm. The only reason I say the Cavs is because they went to Game 7 last year with them and almost could have won that series. They could have won that series,
But that was
but
with Jalen Suggs, though.
Jalen Suggs was there. Man, Jalen Suggs is a key part, bro. He's a key part,
Yeah,
man.
he is.
They need
He is.
him. They need
Yeah.
this dude, bro. Like he would. I still think they would have lost, but man, things would have changed, bro.
If he was there, I think they can get 2 games. If he was there, I think they can get 2. I think they could have stole one. That game 2, if Jason Tatum didn't play and Jalen Suggs was there, I think they would have stole that game 2. They would have stole that game 2, and they probably would have won one at home, but they would have lost 4-2 regardless.
Man, this is snooze fest. That's gonna get swept. Boston, take care of business, just like the Cavs. Take care of business, sweep them, and I'll say this: if the Celtics do sweep them, I think Game 4 is on Sunday. If they sweep them, probably go live and react to the series. But we gotta wait and see. But for now, sweep these boys, man. This series is over with. All right, the next series, we got the Detroit Pistons and the New York Knicks. It is a 1-1 series. The Pistons took a game in Madison Square Garden. You are the Pistons guy, so obviously you get to go first.
Detroit basketball. First off, we should be up 2-0 right now. We should be up 2-0. They choked in the fourth quarter. I do not know why JB Bickerstaff did not call another timeout. He should have called multiple timeouts during that run, bro. You don't let them just go on a 21-0 run like that and not call multiple timeouts, bro. The Pistons, they dominated that entire first game, but they're a young team. This is their first time in the playoffs, first time at a away game in the playoffs. So, they gave up that 21-point lead, but they look like the better team. Cade looks like the best player in the series right now. He didn't really have, if he would have had the same game he had game 2, they would have easily won. But he stepped it up game 2. And they won. I still got the Pistons in 7. I still got them in 7.
I would say about 90% of this series so far, the Pistons have been the better team. Outside of the fourth quarter in the last 8 minutes, the Pistons have played better. They have played better. And I think inexperience played a part in game 1 because they was up. I think they had like an 8-point lead, and all of a sudden they went on like a 20-something run.
I think it was an 8-point lead with like 9 or 8 minutes left.
Yeah, 9, 8 minutes left, and then they, inexperience played a part, and the Knicks won that game. It took a heroic effort from Jalen Brunson. Cat played good. I think Mikal Bridges played bad. I think OG played pretty good that game. But then game 2, bro, the Pistons was better than them. They've been better than them throughout. Like, 90% of the series, the Pistons have played better. And like you said, K didn't have a good game in game 1. He had a great game in game 2. Great game. But this time in game 2, he didn't really get no help. But it didn't matter because the Knicks didn't have help either. So basically, it was like a 1v1, low key. I think I disagree with you. I think Jalen Brunson has been the best player in this series because K did not have a good game 1. But that's either here or there. I need Cat to step it up. I need Cat to step it up. Yes, I know earlier you said I don't blame Cat really. Tom Thibodeau has to give him the ball. I agree with that. But at the same time, F that play. Give me the ball, bro. If I got a mismatch, I'm gonna take advantage. Like, bro, you got it. At some point, you gotta demand the ball. But now all of a sudden they just relied on Jalen Brunson. They basically saying, Jalen Brunson, save us. Save us, brother. That's all they're doing so far. It's for him to save us. I need Mikal Bridges to step it up, bro. They gave up 5 first-round picks for you, and you ain't done nothing. You've been below average. Like, come on, we gotta play better, bro. Like, you guys are the more experienced team. I think you guys are the better team. You guys should not be getting outplayed by this young team. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have. With literally no playoff experience, you shouldn't. Y'all let Dennis Schroeder hit the clutch shot at clutch 3 in game 2. We got to do better. Like, the Pistons, not the Pistons, the Knicks, they have to do so much better. Because in game 1, you got contributions. I think you said it earlier. Tobias Harris, 25 points. Malik Beasley, 20. Tim Hardaway, 19. Pistons should have won that game. K had a bad game, but that, he played bad. That is what it is. But in game 1, Nobody played good outside of K. K carried. K show why he's a future superstar in this league. Yeah, 33 and 12. Tobias Harris gave you 15, but Jalen Red gave you 12 and 13. Tim Hardaway gave you a donut. He didn't do anything. Dennis Schroeder gave you 20. Good pickup. Malik Beasley did nothing. I'm just saying, bro. The Knicks, their other players got to step it up, bro, for the win. Jalen Brunson can't carry, or they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose this series if he don't step it up.
I mean, like I was saying, Jay, I said K was the best player in the series because even though he had a bad game one, he still played good all around, and they were still supposed to win that game, and he played terrible. You know what I mean? Well, he shot terrible. He didn't play. I don't think he played terrible. He just shot the ball terrible. Because he had what 12 assists and he had 6 rebounds. So he was doing a little bit of everything out there. First off, the Knicks need to blitz his pick and rolls. They letting him come off these pick and rolls too easily. They need to get the ball out of his hands because if they blitz that pick and roll, it's gonna force him to swing the ball, and now you got to make everybody else beat us. Because obviously, when he has the ball in his hands, something good happens every single time. So if we get the ball out of his hands, now we forcing Tobias Harris. Now we forcing Jalen Duran. Now we forcing a Soar to make plays instead of K being the one that dictates the series. And then offensively for the Knicks, they need to move the ball, bro. They all have to move the ball. Where I think it's really just the Jalen Brunson show, and everybody else just get in where they fit in. You know what I mean? And that's including Cat. I think they need to go back to just swinging the ball around, bro. I don't think Jalen Brunson has to, if they want a chance to win this series, Jalen Brunson has to score 27, 28 points per night. I don't think he has to do that. He can get a good 23, and as long as he's moving the ball well, and the Knicks are moving the ball well, everybody going to eat. Because on paper, the Knicks have the better team on paper. But that Pistons defense is real.
Why did Campaign only play 4 minutes after he basically saved y'all in game one? I'm confused. I don't get it.
Thibodeau probably don't trust him. He probably don't trust him.
You bench I'm not trying to scream at you. You bench Mikal Bridges for Campaign, who saved y'all in game one. Then you come back in game two and don't do. I don't get it. I really don't get this, bruh. And we speak of this all year long. He don't mess with the bench, and he's going to play these guys 40 plus minutes. It's going to happen. Bro, Campaign was amazing in game one. He sparked the run. He sparked it, and you don't play him. I just don't get it. I don't. Like, Cat played 33 because he was in foul trouble, but Mikal played 38. OG played 42. Jalen played 44, damn near the whole game, basically. And Josh Hart played 40. I think he was in foul trouble, too. I just don't get it sometimes. I really don't get it, man. You got to play them dudes. And I hope tonight he does play Campaign more because he really only rolled out Mitchell Robinson and Deuce Brown. So he's really running a 7-man rotation. That's really what he's doing.
I'm the only two I think he trusts off the bench. If we being honest, but if the Pistons want to close out this series, Jalen Duran has to stay out of foul trouble. He has to, because when they got Cat out at the 5, Cat not really trying to bang with him. Cat not, and then Jalen Duran, he sprints up and down the court. And Cat doesn't really get back every single play or sprints every single play. So Cat doesn't like that. So they have put Mitchell Robinson in to guard Duran and then put him on Tobias. But when you put Cat on Tobias, if Tobias can remain consistent offensively, that'd be a good thing for them as well. So Duran and Tobias are the key. Because when Cat's on Tobias, Cat likes to play help side, but he gets caught watching the ball. So that leaves Tobias wide open for a 3, or it leaves him wide open. And then when Cat closes out, pump fakes, drive right past him. So it's the key to the series for them winning is Tobias Harris and Duran. Duran has to stay out of foul trouble, and Tobias Harris has to remain that second go-to option. He has to remain consistent for him.
I don't I don't hate, but I don't like when I see people, hey man, Cat, you 260 something pounds, man. You 7 foot. Go down there and bang. Bro, that's not his game. I don't know why y'all keep telling this man to go down there and bang like that ain't his game. Bro, he's just a shooting big man, bro. He's gonna shoot threes. Like, we gotta stop hoping Cat go down there and post somebody up. He's not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. He's going to majority of the time stay at the three and hit a three. Like, it's gonna happen. We gotta stop that.
He needs to though, bro. Bro, he's 7 foot. He's the biggest player out there on the court, bro. I ain't saying you gotta go down there every possession, but go down there sometimes, bro. Cause he's so big, they gotta foul him. You can get them in foul trouble. You can get Durant in foul trouble. You can get Tobias in foul trouble. Anybody who's smaller that they switch on you, you can get in foul trouble, and that'll change the entire game.
This was the Tobias Harris we thought when they signed him and to be this type of guy. This is what we thought. He's been good. And I think a lot of people are shocked, like getting them Tobias Harris hoops, and he out here playing good, man. He out here playing good. If Cade just plays offensively wise, plays better, they probably could have won that game, man. They just Cade turns the ball over a lot, bro. I know he kind of handles the ball all the time, but he turns the ball over a lot, bro. Like, and this was the second time I've seen it really, like, when he inbounds the ball, he kind of sucks at that. It's like he can't inbound the ball. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's like he turns it over a lot. It's just like, bro, like you gotta fix that. But the Pistons are back at home. That play's gonna be crazy. That play's gonna be crazy, man, bro. They haven't won a play.
They win in both at home.
You think they win both?
They win in both. They win in both at home.
Okay.
We not losing at home.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right, bro. Cade had 6 turnovers the first game and 5 this game. Well, second game.
He turns the ball over a lot, bro. And I know he handles it too much, but that's just I think he's had a lot of turnovers this year anyway, bro. Like, I mean, he's the majority.
I think he averaged like 4.
I think
he averaged like 4.
That's a lot. And 9 assists. So yeah. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. But hey, good pickup by the Pistons with Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder been hooping. He hooped last game. He saved them. He hit that clutch shot.
Shit. Even in game 1, he hit a big 3 in game 1. It was just I think it was to make him go up like 3 to like 9. I think it was like 95, 98 when he hit that big 3 in the first game. So
I need Tim Hardaway to basically not give me a donut. Like you said, Jalen Durant he always, we've been talking about this for like a year now. He always stays in foul trouble. I don't know why. He just be smacking people. Not really. He just be smacking people and just be getting in foul trouble. Like, he can have some dumb fouls sometimes, bro. It's like, bro, especially with no Isaiah Stewart and they running out with Paul Reed as backup. Like, if that's the case, Cat really got to eat. Cat got to eat against Paul Reed. He got to. He got to.
No, he does. But Paul Reed has been playing good. He's been playing good since he been getting minutes.
What did Tom Thibodeau say about like the free throw disparity? Like the Pistons got more free throws, but I think it was the same amount of free throws. It was something like that he was complaining about.
He was complaining about Jalen Brunson not getting enough calls, basically. He's saying he wanted the game to be officiated the same on both sides. If they're giving Cade ticky-tack touch fouls, then do the same thing for Brunson. But it was like you said, they damn near ended with the same amount of free throws. So,
and that's true. And another thing is, no one else is going to the line. Mikal has 0. OG went to the line one time, really. Cat has 0. Brunson went from 9 for 11. Josh Hart 5 or 6. The whole bench didn't even touch a free throw. But at least on the
people that drive on that team are Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. They the only ones that really drive the basketball.
And Jalen Brunson foul bait. So it's like, I don't know what you want to do. Like, at least on the Pistons, I could say Malik Beasley 4 for 4. Dennis Schroeder 5 for 6. Cade 10 for 12. Jalen Durant even 6 for 6. Tobias 2 for 2. Asor 1 for 4. Asor got to play better. I know he's young, but he got to play better. He was in foul trouble. He fouled out the game, so he only played 21 minutes. They've been I think it was game 1. OG was clamping Cade. I ain't gonna lie, he was clamping him. He was clamping Cade, bro.
Shit, that happened game 2.
I said, hey, I was just about to say that. Like, hey, it happened game 2. Cade stepped it up, bro. But this is a really good series. Like, I think this was gonna be. I always thought this was gonna be a good series. I still got Knicks in 6. Like, I still got Knicks in 6. You still got Pistons in 7. But I think this is definitely one of the best series so far in this playoffs. Like, especially in the East, because
This
all
or
the
the
other.
Clippers?
Yes, those are probably the 2 best series so far, and especially in the East where all the other teams are down 0-2. But the Knicks just got to play better. I think we need a rebound game from Cat. I think Mikal Bridges steps up in one of these games. OG, he needs to play better because I think in game 1 he played pretty good. You just need more offense. Like, it can't just be Jalen Brunson out there foul baiting and got to go off every time. Like, someone has to step it up for them to win at least one of these games, bro. Like, if the Knicks win one of these games, they get back home court. So you got to get one of these games. And the Pistons gonna come out crazy, come out rocking, man. This is their first playoff win since 2008. We were still in freaking elementary school when that happened. So, like, it's gonna be crazy. They're gonna come out hot, man. It's gonna be a good game tonight.
Well, ain't they arena the Caesar Arena or something like that?
Yeah, Caesars Arena. Yeah, Caesars.
Yeah, they finna have the Caesars Arena jumping, boy. And can't nobody from I think it's like they blocked everybody who had like New York all they stuff from coming, so ain't gonna be that many New York fans there. So that place gonna be rocking, bro.
Spike Lee gonna get in there, watch.
Oh, of course, yes, of course Spike Lee's gonna get in there.
He gonna find a way.
That ain't enough though. That ain't enough.
It's enough when he courtside. He gonna find a way. To get in there. All right, let's talk about the last series in the East, man. The Pacers and the Bucks. The Pacers are up 2-0 in this series after some good games from Andrew Nembhard, Pascal Siakam. Tyrese Halliburton didn't have a really good game 1, but game 2 he played better. Giannis has basically carried him, and no one else has stepped it up. But so far, the Pacers are up 2-0. What are your takeaways from this series, and what do you expect the rest of the way?
Well, first off, I'm not truly worried that they down 2-0. Because the Pacers always give up a lead, bro. They gave up a lead, even though they won by a double digit in the first game. They still gave up a lead, and the Bucks end up coming back. They just pulled away late. Same thing happened in game 2. They gave up a lead and almost cost themselves the game. And now that Dame's back, I have even more confidence in the Bucks. I knew Bobby Portis was gonna play well this second game after the bad first game. I just didn't expect Dame to play that bad. I mean, I knew he was gonna be rusty, but after talking all that mess to Tyrese, I thought he was gonna come out on fire. I ain't gonna lie. But the Bucks, they're struggling. The real problem that they got right now is with Nembhard and Naismith. Because they're doing a decent job on Tyrese. It's just that they cannot guard Nembhard to save their lives, bro. Doc needs to play Andrew. What was it, Andrew Jackson? Andre Jackson. Andre Jackson need to play him more because they need some more defense on that perimeter. Taurean Prince is getting ate up. Gary Trent Jr. is doing a decent job out there. But they need some more help on the perimeter because Nembhard is literally getting whatever he wants, bro. That second game, I saw him take Giannis off the dribble. I saw him take Brook Lopez off the dribble. Brook Lopez doesn't need to play that much this series either because they attacking him on pick and rolls every single time. They putting Miles Turner in the pick and roll, and then Miles Turner is pick and popping and eating them up, bro. Because Brook Lopez is not even recovering to get back. He's just letting you shoot a three, whether it's the guard or it's the big. Whoever is in that pick and roll with him, they gonna get a wide open shot. So I think Brook Lopez needs to play less, and they need to play Bobby Portis more, if not start Bobby. Because I think he can contain Miles Turner to a degree. But yeah, I got the Bucks winning the next 2 games.
I hope you're right, brother. You sure was depending on Bobby Portis and Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma had a better game.
It's still not enough.
He had a better game
because you show put him a part of that big 3. And if you're a part of the big 3, you supposed to play better than that. That's all I'm saying.
Played how Dame's supposed to play. They would have won that game.
Well, I mean, what did you expect? You just said earlier he missed a month. So it's like, what did you expect him to do? Like he looked like a guy.
I thought he was gonna come that crazy. You can't talk all that mess game 1 and come. He ain't had no stinker, but you can't talk all that mess game 1 and then come out here and lose game 2.
He kind of had a stinker. I'm not gonna lie. 4 for 13, 14 points. He kind of had a stinker. 2 for 8 from 3. He kind of had a stinker. I'm not gonna lie. I'm honestly not shocked because I've said that I felt like the Pacers had a better team. We even said it. I don't know what made you just skip away. I don't know why you went to the dark side for some reason. Because at first you said, "Hey man, if they don't got Dave, man, the Pacers, they got the better team." But I've always said I felt like they had a better team. Like, yes, they have Giannis, but it's like Giannis can only do so much. He can only do so much. And it's like he's showing like he can do anything he wants. But when you don't got no real good defenders, no one else to step it up, you gonna lose. Like, bro, the Pacers got a lot of weapons on this team. They had a balanced scoring like twice in these first 2 games. Like, and that's what I said about Tyrese. Tyrese did not have a good game 1. But I said he don't gotta play great against them because who else do the Bucks got? This team is not really that good, and we're being honest. It's not. I was worried about Brook Lopez because, boy, every time they got him in the pick and roll, that's all they do. They be killing this man. And I we don't think of highly of Doc Rivers, but I hope if Doc Rivers does the right thing, he starts Bobby Portis. Because at least when Bobby's in the game and when they do pick and roll, because there's been times when Bobby is on Tyrese, Bobby Portis be moving his feet. He makes Tyrese work, and he has to pass it out to somebody else. He has to work. But when Brook Lopez, boy, they be getting past him so much. And Andrew Nembhard in game 1, elbow, layup. Like, bro, he can't do nothing. And I ain't gonna say it's a sweep because I said I'm sticking with Pacers in 6. So the Bucks got to win 2 games. But Jesus Christ, if y'all gonna play like this, y'all might get swept.
Let's not forget you guys your others play really well at home. So I'm not surprised Nembhard, Naismith, and all of them had good games these first 2 games. Y'all at home. Y'all play better at home. Let's see what they do on the road when they in a hostile environment. Because if they lose these next 2 games, I guarantee you they're not winning at home for that game 5. They're not winning at home.
Bet you they will.
They not winning at home. If they drop these next 2 games, they not winning at home, bro. Their confidence is gonna be shot.
Not really, because they're going home. I feel like, bro, the Pacers don't have
if
to
you
win
come
on
off
the road.
from 2 losses, if you come off from 2 losses, bro, you're not gonna come home. You're gonna be happy that you're going back home, but you don't have that much confidence. It's a 0-0. Now the series is even now. It's basically 0-0.
Well, it depends on how they lose. If they get blown out, like, it just depends on how you lose. I would agree with that. But I mean, if they just lose by like a couple of points or something, it's like, bro, we could have won and we just sold. Like, I mean, bro, like I said, bro, I'm not shocked at what I'm watching. We knew this was gonna happen. Giannis was gonna go crazy. We was praying everybody else step it up. They haven't. Outside of Bobby Portis in game 2, everybody else has been trash. That's just the truth. Everybody else been trash. Pascal Siakam, the guy you said that one will really do nothing outside of his average, is playing good.
He has not did. He has not. Don't do that because he has not done. He has not done shit for real. Let's be real. He's gotten his last game. Let's look. Recap. Box score. Game 2. This man had what he had? He had 24 points, 11 rebounds. So he got his average basically. He averages what, 21, 22? He got 24.
He averages 20.
Okay, he had 4 more points. Whoop the motherfucking dude. That's around your average still. That's still around your average.
You told me he wasn't gonna get nothing more than his average. That's exactly what you said. That's exactly what you said to me. So no, he's been their best player. He's been their best player. Like, and Giannis, I've said, like, Giannis ain't this overly great defender. I think he's a great help defender. He ain't gonna be locking nobody up like that. That ain't gonna happen.
But and in the first game he had 25. What the Pacers are doing, they're getting small. Giannis is not guarding him every single possession. They're doing pick and roll so they can get small. The first game he had AJ Green on him so many fucking possessions. That's how he's getting all his points. I mean, granted, that's nice coaching because you're getting the mismatch and you're supposed to attack the mismatch. But that's what it is, bro. He's getting AJ Green and these smaller guards on him, and he's going straight up. He's shooting the ball well from three so far in these first 2 games. But for the most part, Giannis has played good D on him. Every time Giannis stuck him, Siakam has barely scored. Siakam is scoring off of mismatches with AJ Green guarding him. If you got little ass AJ Green guarding you, you supposed to score. You're supposed to do that. Come on now. Anytime Giannis is stick Siakam, clamps.
That's not true. Not true. Not true at all. Not true. It's not true. It's not true.
Yes, it is, G.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Siakam
That's not true.
most of his points off
but you act like he ain't you act like if Giannis stick him, you ain't getting nothing from me. Mm-hmm.
Bro, out of 10 shots, Siakam probably hits 2 or 3. 30% while by Giannis is guarding you is fucking amazing. That's great defense. What are you talking about? Majority of Siakam points came off switches. What do you mean?
No, but what I'm saying is you act like every time all the possessions he is guarding, you act like he ain't getting no points, and that's not true. That's just not true at all.
Bro, I didn't say he went scoreless. I'm saying Giannis has played great defense on him. When you go back and look at it, you're gonna see that I said Siakam has probably scored on him a couple of times, but for the most part, Giannis is playing lockdown defense on him, which he is. That's why they want to get the switches all the time. That's why they want Giannis off him so they can get AJ Green on him and he can take easy layups.
If you're Doc Rivers, don't you want him? Don't you want Giannis to stick him majority of the time now? Don't you need to make that a priority?
Yeah, you do. You do. See, Giannis has to guard Siakam the entire game. If there's any pick and rolls with Siakam, Giannis do not switch. Do not switch. Because that's basically what they're doing. They're switching on every pick and roll, bro. You can't do that. The Pacers are the more faster team, the more athletic team. And you could probably say the bigger team because outside of Giannis and Brook
Lopez, sounds like the better team to me.
Outside of Giannis and Brook Lopez, what other bigs do they have?
No, they only run with Miles Turner, really.
So it's like Giannis, you have to say Bobby Portis has to play more because Brook Lopez is a liability. And Giannis has to stick Siakam the whole game. There's no switching. And if you do get a switch, y'all got to come double.
Yeah, but then
when he gets somebody short on him,
then they got a lot of shooters. Like everybody they run in that lineup can shoot. Every single person can shoot. So now if somebody's going to be wide open and either Nesmith, Nembhard, Ben Mathurin, even Obi Toppin, and Tyrese, they got to hit their shots. Bruh. Let's just be honest. I know you're going to lie, but let's just be honest. The Bucks have the better player, but the Pacers just got the better team. That's just how it is, bro. And again, when I said it, you was like, man, as long as Giannis, as long as he go crazy, they can win. Man, they've been getting smacked. Just like the same with the Pistons. The Pacers have been the better team. I would say 98% of the time. They have been better 98%. The only time they were better you could say the Bucks was better is when they went on that run. Dame hit that 3, cut it down to 2, and then Pascal Siakam comes back down, hits a 3. It was good night since, bro. And plus, I was already questioning of their defense. They can't guard nobody. The defense is not good. That's why I said I was like, the defense ain't
Pacers defense either.
It's better than
defense is good.
It's better than theirs. It's better than theirs. Like I've seen the Pacers defense do way more than what the Bucks have. Like that's all I've seen. Like we seen firepower in game 1, bro. They was getting smacked. I was like, damn, why they getting blown out? It took AJ Green masterclass in the fourth quarter for them to even make it competitive. Why is it taking AJ Green masterclass for us to be competitive? In game 2, Bobby Portis. Finally, because in game 1, you was trash. You was trash in game 1, but game 2, oh man, that man was amazing. And I'm glad Doc Rivers was like, yeah, Brook Lopez, you can't do it, bro. Come sit on the bench with me. Come sit on the bench with me, bro. Because you can't play this series. He really can't. He can't play this series. So I hope Doc Rivers actually starts Bobby Portis. But for some reason, I think Doc Rivers is still going to start Brook Lopez. I have a big feeling he's still going to do it. And it'll be a bad sign if he doesn't.
Shit. To be honest, the Bucks they gotta limit their turnovers too, because there was a lot of possessions where they threw the ball over carelessly. It wasn't even that the Pacers did anything, too crazy defensively. They turned the ball over carelessly. Giannis trying to go 1-on-4, turning the ball over. Um, it's like little things like that that they need to clean up. Um, and then, like I said, bro, like, yeah, Nimhart and Naismith, they hit their threes, but Nimhart really doesn't want to shoot, bro. Out of those two games I watched, he had so many shots open where he could have shot for three, but he waited or he pump faked, bagged it back out, then passed it. He only likes to shoot when he's open or when he has to shoot when the shot clock is going down. And granted, he's hit his three so far in these first two games, but for the most part, he doesn't really want to shoot the three. He's not that confident in his three. Now Naismith on the other hand, he gonna jack them boys up if he wide open. But I'm not too really worried about Nimhart. I would still let Nimhart shoot those threes because he's not that confident in them.
He was
Um,
confident enough when he did that step back on Giannis to beat him.
yeah, that's because the shot clock was going down. Like I said, if the shot clock is winding down and he's wide open, he's gonna shoot the ball. Other than that, he's not shooting that ball. He gonna pump. He gonna do everything but shoot it. Everything but shoot it. And then the Pacers, I'm not really worried about the Pacers defense, bro. Y'all let us back into the game. Both games. First game we didn't have Dame.
Yes.
First game we didn't have Dame. Second game, Dame didn't play that well. So now, and then again, y'all play terrible on the road. So now we gotta see what y'all gonna do on the road. We gotta see if Nimhart can hit these threes. We gotta see if Naismith is gonna hit these threes. We gotta see if Obi Toppin is gonna hit these threes. We gonna see if Tyrese Halliburton is gonna do what he did last game.
So
I like the Bucks. I still
I
like the
know you
Bucks.
do. Of course, you're going to stay with them. That's the team you roll with. Well, you have no choice because you was confident in Kuzma and Bobby Portis. You have no choice. So, do we get a bounce back game from Bobby? Not Bobby. Kuzma, and does Torian Prince do anything? Do they do anything? Because they need them. They need them to play good if they do want to have a chance to get back in the series. Just all I'm gonna say. If the Bucks, if they lose in any one of those games, the series is over, bro. They're not coming back down from 3-0 and they're not coming back down from 3-1. It's not gonna happen, bro. Like, so the Bucks have to do their job. Yes, you lost on the road. A lot of people expected that. But you going back home, you get Dame back. I think Dame does play way better than what he did last game. He was trash. So I think everybody going back to their bed, man, going back to their homes and families and all that. And I think this game is better. I actually think the Bucks start out quick in this game. That's what they need to do. They got to start out quick, bro. Because it feels like once the Pacers start out quick, it's a wrap. And then it'd be so late. It'd be too late in the game for y'all to make a comeback. Yeah, y'all got it down to 2, but it's like, bro, nobody thought they was winning that game. Nobody thought that. They got to start out early, man. They really got to start out early. And what Giannis said at the podium, I know what I got to do. He got to go. He got to start out like crazy. And he got another thing. Man, he got to hit his free throws. That hurts them. Him not hitting his free throws
Yeah,
hurts him. He got to hit his free
yeah, because
throws.
he missed at least like what 3 or 4 every game, at least. And we being honest though, the key the key to this series is Miles Turner. If they could stop Miles Turner, they would have a great chance to win. Because Miles Turner, he's played decent both games. Last game he had what? He had 15. And I think game one he had about 15 too. But he was hitting clutch shot after clutch shot when they needed it. And you
You talking
can't
about Miles
leave
Turner?
Miles Turner open.
You talking
Yeah,
about
you
Miles
can't
Turner?
leave Miles Turner. Yeah, Miles Turner, he's a great shooter as a big. You can't leave him wide open. You leave him wide open, that's down to knockdown. So if they can contain him, they got a good chance.
I think let me check something real quick. The thing is, I like that Miles Turner isn't getting foul trouble because I feel like if he gets in foul trouble, then y'all running Thomas Bryant. Oh God, it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be bad. And luckily, Miles Turner hasn't been in foul trouble like that. So he just needs to stay out of foul trouble. Tyrese got he played good in game 2. He didn't play good in game 1. That just didn't happen. But I think everybody else has been playing good. The offense is just so spread around this fast-paced offense. The Bucks just can't handle it, bro. Like Giannis can do everything. And I'm like, bro, Giannis should do all he wants, bro. And he's doing everything. He's averaging like what 35 and like 15 rebounds and like 5 assists. I think he had like 1 assist game 1, sold my parlay. But that's neither here nor there. He could do everything, bro. And it's just the team is so depleted in talent. Like it's just not enough talented players. Like Kevin Porter, I think Kevin Porter has a good game at home. I think he does. He needs to play better at home. He does. Because I think you said it. You was like, Kevin Porter been playing good down the stretch. He was playing good, but he needs to step it up because, we was high on him. But you was. So he needs to play better. Bobby got to keep it up. If he plays like this and Dame plays good, they could win a game. But, it looked like Doc is running a 5-man rotation, but I think you just need to stick with Bobby, probably Kevin Porter. That's it. Like Kyle Kuzma, you got to play better, brother. And Dame just got to have a bounce back game. Giannis go do whatever, man. Giannis is cold. He's showing his dominance, looking like Shaq, low key, But I still got the Pacers. I don't know which game. I think they do lose a game. I just don't know which one. But I think they'll win one of these games on the road, and the series is over.
I better hope y'all get a game at Milwaukee. Y'all better hope.
I don't think we need to, because if we go home, all we gotta do is just win 2 games at home, and y'all screw regardless. So it doesn't matter to me.
Y'all not winning at home, bro.
I don't know why.
Y'all not winning at home. If they drop 2 at the Bucks, y'all not winning at home.
Okay.
And then the Bucks gonna close in at 6.
Okay.
The Bucks gonna win 4 straight. I can't hear nothing you saying.
Should be good now.
Because y'all ain't got nobody to stop. Y'all ain't got nobody to stop Dame.
Dame can stop himself. I'm not worried about him. And y'all don't got nobody that can stop us. Y'all don't. Who do y'all got that can stop us? Name them.
Giannis is stopping Siakam.
Okay, I see Siakam drop 25 and 11.
And Tyrese Halliburton has to have another consistent game. And you have to worry about Andrew Nembhard and Naismith playing good on the road. Your others don't play well on the road. Your team does not play well on the road at all. Okay. Y'all suck on the road.
And what have y'all shown on the road?
We at home. These next 2 games.
That's why I don't get what makes you think they can come at our place and win. They been trash.
Bro, we lost by 6.
Donut.
Bro,
he had a donut.
By 6. We lost by 6, and Dame played terrible.
Kyle Kuzma had a donut. Kyle Kuzma had this.
Bobby Portis is still gonna kill. Giannis is still gonna kill. And if Dame steps up, y'all have no chance.
I'm still trying to figure out who's stopping. We have 6 consistent players on our team that can go out here and get double digits. And if you saying Giannis can stop Pascal Siakam, fine. Who is stopping the other 5 then? Name them.
I'm not counting Nembhard. I'm not counting Aaron Nesmith. The only consistent people I'm counting is Siakam, Tyrese, and Miles Turner. If we put Bobby Portis on Miles Turner,
he can't stop him.
I didn't say he can stop him. He can contain him. He can contain Miles Turner. Giannis can stop Siakam. And Tyrese Halliburton is going to be Tyrese Halliburton. I'm not worried about him.
I'm counting Nembhard.
That man had one big game.
I'm counting Nembhard because in the past 2 games, he's been messy. He's been fucking y'all up.
At home.
I saw him baby Brook Lopez and take him out the game. That's all I'm going to say. Because y'all don't got nobody. Y'all don't. Y'all just don't have the personnel on defense that can stop any person on that team. Y'all just don't. Y'all have Giannis greatness and praying Bobby Portis has consistent games and Dame to basically come back and be healthy. That's basically what y'all doing. You just hope Giannis just go crazy. And then everybody on the Pacers just not play good. That's it. That's all. I gotta see it though. Like I said, I think the Bucks actually win a game at home. I just don't know which one. And I think the Pacers can win one of those games, and then it's a wraps. Like if they win one of the games, the series is over, brother. It's over. But so far, it's looking like looking like a sweep, but I ain't going that far. Ain't that delusional. I ain't doing that. All right, man. We're out the East. Let's go to the West. Let's go with the number 1 seed versus the number 8 seed, the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Memphis Grizzlies. The Oklahoma City Thunder are up 2-0 against the Memphis Grizzlies. The combined margin of victory is 70 points. And so far, the Thunder look unstoppable. What are your takeaways from the first 2 games, and what do you expect the rest of this series?
This is a free W coupon. Shay's not even playing like Shay. Shay is out there looking like, because he's been attempting a lot of threes these last 2 games that he normally hasn't shot during the regular season. I think he shot like at least like 6 or 7 threes like the last 2 games. I feel like Shay's working. It feel like he out there in practice or something. He working on his 3 ball for the next round because he know he gonna need it. The OKC don't even look like they playing 100% out there. They look like they giving it about 70 to 80%, and they blowing these boys out. The Grizzlies don't stand a chance. They don't have enough. They can't do enough. They can't compete defensively. They can't compete offensively. Even if Jalen Wells was there, I don't think that would help. I think they'd still be getting blown out. They probably wouldn't have got beat by 50 the first game. They probably would have got beat by 30, but it's over for them. They just out there hooping just cause they made it.
So you changing your prediction?
Yeah, I had
You
I
had
had
4-2.
OKC 4-1.
No, you had 4-2.
The
Sweet.
way it's looking now, it's a sweep. I don't even see them getting 1 game. I thought Ja at least come out there and at least establish his dominance. Ja hasn't done anything. Literally nobody on that team has done nothing.
This series is over. This series is a snooze fest, and this is why the Grizzlies are number 16 in our playoff rankings. They're not a good team, at least against them. The Thunder are showing why they could potentially go to the NBA Finals and potentially win. When they're, in game 1, they must have put the ultimate clamps on every single person. They couldn't do anything. And it's just like, I think Jaren Jackson had a terrible game. Ja had 17, but it wasn't efficient 17. Bro, they got beat by 50 points in a playoff game. Bro, that's embarrassing. And I get it. I understand. I know some people was like, well, they only had 1 day off, and then it was the first game of the day at 12 in the afternoon. I get all that. I understand. That's still not an excuse to get beat by 50. By 50 points. Boy, this is where you're supposed to show your best. And like you said earlier, Shai isn't really playing good. He's not. He's not playing good at all. They don't need him to play good. That's why nobody is worried about him not playing good, because it's the Grizzlies. He don't need to play good. Like, he does not need to drop 30 because they're going to win. It doesn't matter, bro. Like, Jalen Williams, Chet have been the best 2 players so far in these 2 games. They've been killing. And everybody on the bench is going crazy. Everybody on the Grizzlies is doing absolutely nothing, bro. I just don't think they want to be there, bro. Especially with everything going on in the season. Fire the coach. Ja was missing some time because of injury. They don't want to be there, bro. They don't want to.
If they still would have had Taylor Jenkins, bro, I would have had somewhat of not confidence in them winning, but I would at least have some confidence in them because Taylor Jenkins knows his team. Like, bro, they're not playing Gigi Jackson. Like, that first game, you could have played Gigi Jackson and see what he gave you off the bench. What was it, Vince Williams? Like, that was one thing we were raving about with the Grizzlies. They had a bunch of depth, but now these guys are not even playing. Like, so if Taylor Jenkins was here, I think they still lose, but it would have been more competitive than this. It would have been way more because the coach, like, bro, they game plan. I don't even know if they even got a game plan for them. It looked like they just out there hooping, just to hoop. No game plan or nothing.
Marvin Bagley hoops. Marvin Bagley getting some tick. He played pretty good that first game, though, even though they was getting beat by 50.
Yeah, with 17.
Yeah, man. But, like, Shea had 27. Bro, 10 for 29 is terrible. I don't care what nobody tells me. 27 points. It's crazy. 10 for 29, but a plus 12 on the court. That's just how bad you guys are. Like, that's just terrible. Chet, 20 points. Jalen Williams, 24. Bro, they be clamping up. They can't do anything. They don't do nothing good, bro. Like, that's why I think like nobody was really worried. And it's like, I think people was like, hey, it's Ja Morant versus Shea Gilchrist. That star-studded matchup. I don't care. Get these boys, put them on NBA TV, man. They got the Clippers and Nuggets on NBA TV, but not the Grizzlies and the Thunder. Put them boys on NBA TV. Like, boy, this series is over, bro. This, honestly, so far, this is actually looking like a 1 versus 8 matchup. Like, the number 1 seed is literally showing their dominance against the Memphis Grizzlies. They're literally showing their dominance. Unknown ball legend. Why don't they play Gigi Jackson? He was good last season. It's like the coach don't know what he's doing. And Danny said losing Brandon Clark this season ruined it too. Now Brandon Clark was he was a key factor.
Yeah, that did hurt. I think they're not playing Gigi. I think they're not playing Gigi because, one, the new coach doesn't trust Gigi, and then Gigi was hurt for most of the season. So I think that's why they're not playing him. He was hurt for most of the season, and it's a new coach. So,
like, he playing Luke Kennard this game too. Luke Kennard, John Carter.
He did nothing.
Who? John Carter.
Luke Kennard.
Yeah, he only had 4. He only had 4 points. Santi Aldama played 31. He's really their 6th man. 10 points. Scottie Pippen Jr. Low-key started, like, they started Scottie Pippen Jr., but that hurts them because that makes them a really small team. Like, that hurts them.
Everybody in a lineup is like 6'4" and taller. Or like 6'5" and taller.
You're talking about the Thunder.
Yeah.
But then they running these double bits. Bruh, Chad and Hardenstein are showing their dominance, bro. Like, Zach Edey, he's just getting baby out there. He's just showing he's a rookie. Jaren Jackson, hey, people really on him now. They say, bro, they said, man, at this point, he don't want to rebound. He can't rebound the ball. He just don't know how to rebound. That's what people saying now. He just don't know how to rebound. It might be true. He just don't know how to rebound because there's no way you only give him 6 rebounds. That's crazy.
Bro, he went to Michigan State, bro. Tom Izzo made them do rebounding drills, bro. He knows how to rebound. I just don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to go down there and rebound with those bigs and get hit and get pushed. Like, I don't think he likes all that.
In my opinion, Clippers will get Thunder issues. I think because nobody can guard Kawhi on that team. I think that series goes 6. We'll definitely get into that Clippers. Actually, that's gonna be our last thing to talk about, the Clippers and the Nuggets instead of 4 or 5 seed. But we're gonna stay on the course. We'll get into that later. But I think when I went back, when I was at the gym, I went back and listened. I was like, man, I think I picked the Grizzlies 4-1 because I'm like, Ja could get a game. Then when we gave our final predictions at the end, I said 4-0 didn't matter, bro. This is bad, bro. And then it's gonna be, if they get swept and get beat down every time, there's gonna be some changes, bro. Something gotta go, bro. Because the last couple of years have not been, honestly, the last like 3 years haven't been good for them. Like, it just hasn't. Like,
you still don't break up, Des. You still gotta keep that core though. Like Desmond Bain, Ja, Jaren Jackson, Edey, and Brandon Clark. You gotta keep them.
bro.
That's a solid little core.
But my thing is, we've seen it so far. Ja can only take us so far as the best player on the team. He can only take us so far. And we talk about, like, the Grizzlies have a pretty good team and they got a lot of depth, but he can only take us so far. And at some point, you might have to make some changes. Like, you might have to. And if Jaren Jackson, he might make, I think we both got him on our all NBA team. He makes that man gonna be worth $300 million. That man is not worth no 300. He's just not. He could play, but he ain't worth 3. At some point, you got to think about breaking it up, and you got to look at Ja Morant, antics. Obviously, the gun issue, that's old, though. Antics can only take us so far. Like, I don't think no one thought that. Like, we thought the Thunder will beat them. Not like this, though. This is embarrassing. This is sad. Like, this is belt to ass. Like, that's how bad it is. Belt to ass. Pause. They just bending them over, bro. Bah, bah, bah. Like, that's what they're
Straight
doing,
back
bro.
shots.
Nah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Ron, Job, Bane, Odama, Jaren Jackson, and Edie. That limp in size, I never get why they never tried it. With Job, Bane, Odama. Man, that lineup so like that's a slow lineup.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they not they this you got Edie at your 5. Hardenstein is outrunning him every time down the floor. And then Aldama is not the fastest either, so
Well, if you do that, you will have him stick Lou Dort, but Lou Dort be smacking the 3 when he wide open. And Lou Dort be putting the clamps on whoever, bro. He got them people working out there, man. Scottie Pippen, he might have to go back to the bench. Jalen Wells, man, it hurt them because he was probably going to be the guy that probably guards Shea. I mean, somebody stopped the Shea, but he was going to be that guy, and he's out for the year. Just bad, man. Shea is having a bad series, and they're still whooping them. Shea don't got to do nothing. That's why I'm not worried about Shea. Like, I'm not. And he's not going to get the free throws like he used to in the regular season. It's the playoffs now, brother. You ain't going to be getting them calls. But it don't matter. It's the Grizzlies. Now, once they do face the either the Clippers or the Nuggets, you gotta step it up. You can't have this. You can't have this. But if I'm the Thunder, let's like the Cavs and the Celtics, take care of business, bro. Because how it's looking over there, Clippers and the Nuggets might go 7. They might go 7. So you want them to keep fighting all they want to while we chill. So, let's see. Wells, too. I forgot his loss hurt them. I think when he comes back next season, he's top 5. I don't know about that. Well, he said loss. Top 5 in the West? The West so stacked.
No. I don't see him as top 5. Maybe 6, maybe. But
the rest of this series, Thunder actually probably sweep these boys. Belt to ass.
Yeah.
I don't expect nothing. I think they play tonight, or is it tomorrow night? Let me see. It's tonight. They play tonight. They're favored by 10 on the road. They don't believe in this team.
Yeah, down the Clippers and the Knicks and Pistons play tonight.
They don't believe in the Grizzlies. The Thunder are favored by 10. They expect another double-digit beatdown. That's how bad the Grizzlies are, and that's just how great the Thunder are. This series, bro, this series gonna end on Saturday. Wrap it up. I'll do a post game after that. Wrap it up. The Thunder win, man. This is over, bro. Thunder in 4. All right. The next series, the Rockets and the Warriors. The Rockets had tied the series up against the Golden State Warriors 1-1, but Jimmy Butler had a pelvic injury and missed the rest of the game. What is your reaction? Well, what are your takeaways from the first 2 games, and what do you expect the rest of this series? This is a good series so far.
Well, to be honest, I think they still would have won that game even if Jimmy was playing. That first game, because their defense has been amazing both games. That first game, I think they had like 7 days off. The Warriors had like 4. So like they were competing defensively, but they couldn't hit none of their shots. It was like their legs was tired or whatever. Like they just came out slow offensively. And I think that just came from that 7-day rest. The Warriors had 4 days, so the Warriors was more prepared and ready to go than they was. The Rockets were very well rested. Real rested, and then that second game it was a Jalen Green game. He stepped up, but this is the same thing I always say about Jalen Green, bro. He has an inconsistent game, he has a bad game, then he has a good game. What are you gonna do the next game? The whole thing with Jalen Green is consistency. No one's doubting his talent. No one's saying he can't play. No one's saying he's not a good player. It's consistency. That's what takes you from good to great to superstar. You know what I mean? So we have to see these performances again and again and again. But both teams are playing their asses off. The Warriors defense has been playing well. The Rockets defense has been playing well. Hopefully Jimmy comes back game 3. But if Jimmy doesn't, the Rockets are they might win in 5, or they for sure gonna win in 6 if Jimmy is out the rest of the series.
Most boring series out of all of them. He's talking about the Thunder, the Grizzlies. Warriors winning. He back now, but I think it goes 6. Who's back?
Probably Jimmy.
Jalen Green and Sengun kind of like Jamal and Jokic, but he more athletic. I get the Jokic part. Maybe not the Jamal Murray, but I get what you're saying though. I definitely get it. I don't know, but I get it though. In game 1, the offense, it was a bad, I think both teams defense showed in game 1. It was 95 to 86, something like that.
85, 86, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 80. It was a low scoring game. We're in 2025. We're getting 90s, 80s games. Jalen Green played terrible. He played terrible in game 1. Alperen Sengun so far has showed like his offensive skill set. He's been dominant on the rebounds. He's been getting a lot of putbacks. And it's funny how they be running that big lineup. And in game 1, that man Ime Udoka ran out he ran out Min, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith, Single, and Steven Adams. And the Warriors were not getting no rebounds. But the crazy thing is they couldn't score though. They couldn't score. Yeah. And I already knew their half court defense was bad. Like that's why they got to get out and run. They got to score in more majority transition. Like, I just knew like it's bad. And that's the difference. Like the defense is kind of on the same level, but the difference is the Warriors have 2 shot creators. Like you got Jimmy and Steph. The Rockets, Jalen Green, like you said, kind of inconsistent. So it's like you don't know what's gonna happen with him. Fred, you don't know. So they don't have a guaranteed shot creator on that team. But Sengun has showed his dominance so far in the first 2 games. You can say he's been the best player on that team. Jalen Green was dominant yesterday. I think he's like the youngest Rockets player ever, Rockets guard to score 30 points in a playoff game. Pretty good for him. So I don't want to hear no Jordan Clarkson BS.
Bro, he's still the Jordan Clarkson take is still.
What did he do yesterday? What did he do yesterday?
Bro, that does not matter. Jordan Clarkson has big games too.
When's the last time Jordan Clarkson had a big game?
Come on, I would have to look, but Jordan Clarkson has definitely had big game.
When's the last time he had a big game in the playoffs? When's the last time?
I would have to look. I would have to look it up.
Look that up, please.
But anyways, it's the same thing with Jalen Green. He's gonna give you another 10-point game, and then the next game, and then come out there and drop 25, and y'all gonna praise this man like he's the next GOAT. Stop that. And to this man, because the man played bad game 1. You barely shunned him for it. Then he went off game 2. Now stop this Jalen Green hate. Stop all this, bro. The man is inconsistent. Just leave it at that. Until he shows otherwise, he's a more athletic Jordan Clarkson. Until he shows otherwise.
Thank you, unknown ball logic. Man should be saying anything. My concern was when the Warriors cut it to 12, they started getting stagnant for a stretch till Jalen Green heated up. Jalen Green is not Jordan Clarkson. That's crazy. Thank you. I know, right? He's not. But
bro, that man is Jordan Clarkson.
I've always said Jalen Green was inconsistent. I said he had a bad game. He played terrible. Like he did. Bro, he got benched. He played bad. If he plays better, they probably win that game and they probably up 2-0. But yes, he deserves some credit because he was the best player on the court yesterday, and he's the reason why they tied the series up. He is, and then people
I gave him his credit.
You can still call him Jordan Clarkson. It's crazy.
He still is. And so he
near him. They don't even play the same.
That man, they definitely do play the same. They both got handles. They both take off the dribble, bunch of off the dribble threes. Jordan Clarkson is athletic. Jalen Green is athletic.
He is not like
he's just super athletic, but they play exactly the same. They're both Filipinos. They both play exactly the same, bro.
Okay.
They both play exactly the same.
Okay. Filipinos is crazy.
They are.
That's the one thing, man. You ain't there,
Jordan
but you
Clarkson,
right there.
Jordan Clarkson career high is 45. That was his career high in the playoffs, and that was against the whatchamacallit, against the Kings in 2022.
That was 3 years ago, brother. That was 3 years ago. That was a long time
You
ago.
said when was his biggest game? When was his last big game? That's the last time the man made the playoffs.
That was 3
That's the
years
last time
ago.
the man made the playoffs.
That was 3 years ago. And when I see why.
He's like Jordan Clarkson, bro. They have terrible games, then they go out for a big game, and they're going to have another terrible game. That's just what Jalen Green does, bro.
Jalen Green, I'm going to defend you because I know, like I said, you ain't dead, you hate. You hate. You gonna stay on the hate train. You stay on the hate train. Once you hate a guy, once you hate a guy, you stay right there. You know, it's like he can do whatever. Jalen Green can drop 30 points the rest of this series. You still got hate on the man, so it really don't matter to me.
No, if he drops 30 points the rest of this series, he will get my approval in my book because now he's shown what we've been looking for since he's been in the league. He has. When is the last time you seen Jalen Green to have a good 3-4 games, and then the next 10 he's ass?
Wasn't he good? Didn't he have a good stretch this past?
And then what did he do after that?
He didn't play good. He didn't need to play good. They was already.
What did he do after that? He played okay. He has not been good the entire season. Until he's good for an entire series or an entire season, that man is Jordan Clarkson. He's Jordan Clarkson.
My man be giving me 20-something points. I think he averaged 20. He be giving me 20-something points per game, man. That's all I can say. That's a good player,
I'm not a hater, dog. I'm calling it how I see it. That's all it is, bro.
All right.
Y'all believe in the man. Y'all believe in the I never knew it was okay for players to be inconsistent. Great so-called quote-unquote great players to be inconsistent like this.
I don't think he's great. I think he's a good player. I think he's great.
I never said he was ass. I think he's a good player too. I just say I wish he was more consistent. That's it. That's all. I don't put as much praise into him like y'all do. This man get one good dunk. Oh my God, he's the GOAT. He's so raw. He's the next big thing coming. He dropped 30 points one time in the playoffs. Oh my God. He's the youngest Rockets players to ever do this. He's amazing. How about you do it again and again and again, and then we can start saying that. He had one good playoff game, bro. One good one. And y'all goating this man already.
You hated Jalen Green, but your man's Kyle Kuzma gave you a donut. And didn't hate on him not one time. He gave you a donut.
First off, what are you talking about? I said he played terrible. What do you mean?
No. You didn't go on him like that. He gave you a donut. You didn't say, yes, he played terrible, but you ain't going crazy like this on Jalen Green, though. And
does Kyle Kuzma have the same hype and the same expectations as Jalen Green? No, he does not. We all view.
You put Kyle Kuzma part of a big three. So damn near, yes, you damn near. Because I remember I asked you, I said, you was like, hey, they got a big three. And I was like, who's the big three? You said Kyle Kuzma. I said, okay. So yes, if you big three, you can't get it. Yes. How you gonna slam Jalen Green, but don't slam Kyle Kuzma?
They do not have the same expectations. Jalen Green expectation is for you to be our best player on the fucking team. Kyle Kuzma is not supposed to be your best player on your team. They have two different expectations. So Jalen Green playing ass versus Kyle Kuzma playing ass is gonna hold more weight. He has more expectations. He has more on his plate. We're expecting more out of him. People like you expect Kyle Kuzma to play ass, regardless. People like you expect Jalen Green. We all expect Jalen Green to be what? The best player. Be the best player on the floor. He has not done that since he's been in the league and been on that team. We all agree that Sengun is the best fucking player. They don't have the same expectations. You can't fucking compare the two, Sheldon. So stop trying to. You're just trying to cause an argument because Kyle Kuzma played ass. We expect this out of him to be inconsistent. We're not supposed to expect this out of Jalen Green. He's supposed to be the best player. Has not shown that yet. Has he?
Okay, brother. Okay. But when Kyle Kuzma was supposed to be the second best player on the team, while Dame was out, he was trash. And I ain't hear nothing.
You not the same expectations. Jalen Green is supposed to be your best player. True or false?
It's Sengun.
True or false? No, that's not what I asked you. I asked you, is Jalen Green supposed to be your best player? True or false?
From day one or this year?
Answer the question. Is Jalen Green supposed to be your best player?
No.
Yes or no?
No,
yes or
I'm asking you.
Supposed to be your best player?
I'm asking you, was it this year or in general?
Don't answer my question with a question. Just
I'm
answer the damn
asking.
question. Is he supposed to be your best player? Yes or no? That's all I need.
No,
A yes or no.
no. According to you, no.
So why did you
Because
draft him number 2 overall? If he's not supposed to be your best player, why did you draft him number 2 overall? He's
Don't
supposed to
ask
be your
me.
best
Ask
player.
the Rockets.
He's supposed to be your superstar. He's supposed to be your corner piece, and he's not. Sengun is. There's two different expectations on Kyle Kuzma and Jalen Green, and you're trying to compare the two, and they're not comparable at all. Man is inconsistent, and he plays inconsistent. Stop giving that man so much praise. Call it how it is. Y'all give him too much credit for being inconsistent, bro.
I said
y'all give him way too much credit.
I said he played good. He had a really good game, and he played like trash in game 1. Like, that's it. But I knew you wasn't going to give him the praise like that.
Keep the same energy, bro. You can't just praise this man. You just low-key soul suck this man for having a 33-point outage, but gave him barely any backlash for that first game. All you said was he played bad that first game. But when he played good, you was sucking the soul out this man. He's the youngest player ever to score 30. He's amazing, man. This is what he's supposed to be. Glory sucking the fuck out this man. But didn't do none of that when he had that bad game. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy for that man. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, brother. I mean, you don't keep the same energy either. You don't keep the same energy either. You don't.
That's what you
I said Jalen Green played bad. I said he played bad. And yes, he played good in game 2. And yes, he is like the youngest Rockets guard to drop 30. But he did play bad. He played like trash. And I swear to God, if you go back, I said the man got benched in the 4th quarter. He got benched. He did not play good. I said that. That's what I'm saying. You just
that's not the problem.
You just been
no, but that's not the problem.
I'm not done. I just want you, because when the Bobby Portis played like trash in game 1, I ain't hear nothing. I ain't hear nothing. I ain't hear nothing from Bobby Portis in game 1. I ain't hear nothing from Madonna from Kuzma. I ain't hear nothing. But when Kuzma dropped 12 points, he played pretty good. No, he didn't. He played bad. He played bad. Like I know you don't like Jalen Green. I know you don't. Yes, he is inconsistent. He is. Like we said it all year. We said it multiple times. He's very inconsistent. He plays bad. He goes ghost. Then some games he goes amazing. But all I can do is go off what he's done in one game. Played terrible in game 1. Played really good in game 2 and helped them tie the series up. Like, yes. And he hasn't been the best player in this series. It's been Sengun. Sengun has been the best player so far. Honestly, Sengun has probably been the best player on the team for the past, 2 years. He has. That's just the truth. Like, come on, man. I just want you. I said the man played bad. I said he played bad.
No, G. That's not the problem. The problem is that you didn't state that he played bad. The problem is you don't keep the same energy. If he played bad, give him the same energy you give him when he plays amazing and you soul suck this man. Give him the same energy when he plays bad. Do all that shit that you do when he plays good. Do the same thing when he plays bad. When Kuzma played bad, you went on the whole rant, a donut. He's supposed to be, you said he was the 3rd best player. He was a big 3. You was getting all animated and shit when Kuzma had a bad game. So do the same shit for Jalen Green when he has a bad game. Whenever that man has a bad game, y'all do not keep the same energy. It's just you know what? Jalen Green had a bad game, but he just got to step it up. But when he has an amazing game, y'all sucking the mess out this man, bro. Ain't giving him no type of backlash or nothing. Keep the same energy. When he has a bad game, give the same energy y'all give him when he has a good game. That's all I'm saying. Y'all don't do that. When he has a bad game, it's he just had a bad game. He'll have a good one next game. No, do all that same stuff and bash him the same way y'all bash other players when they have bad games. He don't get no pass. He's supposed to be your best player. That's why y'all drafted him number 2 overall. That's why y'all want him to be your superstar, your next great player. But he's not that. Because he's not consistent. He's not that guy.
He'll be a superstar. I think he'll just be like a really good player. I don't think he'll be a superstar. I think he'll just be just a good player. Like, I have no problem with saying that. I don't. I have no problem.
All I'm saying, keep the same energy. Y'all can't call me no hater because I'm keeping the same energy on this man. When this man plays bad, I tell you he plays bad. When he plays good, I tell you he plays good. I'm not a hater on this man. I just want this man to be more consistent, and he's not. I'm tired of y'all glazing him. I'm tired of y'all glazing him when he's not consistent at all. Y'all make it seem like he's this next great player coming up when he can't even be consistent.
Who has said that? Who
All the
said
tools.
that?
He has all the tools to be consistent. He has a great team. He doesn't have to defend the best player on the floor every night. If we being honest, he has an easy assignment every night guarding the other team's weakest defender probably.
Who has said he was going to be this great player? Who has said that? I'm trying to figure that out.
The way y'all soul suck this man and glaze this man, come on now. Don't do that, bro. A lot of people in our chat, even you yourself, think Jalen Green is one of the next up-and-coming superstars in this league.
I don't remember saying that, but if I did, I did. But I don't remember saying it. I really don't. I don't remember saying it. I just always thought he was going to be a really good player. I thought he was just always going to be a really good player. I never thought he'd be a superstar. Now, if I did say that, hey, I said it. But I don't remember. That's all I'm saying.
I'm tired of y'all saying I'm hating on this man when I'm telling y'all the truth about this man. You can, if I'm a hater for telling y'all the truth and keeping it real, then by all means, fine. I'm a hater then. I don't like the man then. If that's what y'all think, that's what y'all think. Go right ahead. Just keep the same energy.
You start with Jordan Clarkson, so we already know that.
He is. He is. They games is just the same. Tell me how they games are different.
I don't think they're the same.
Same type of shots.
I think Jalen Green gets to the rim way more than Jordan Clarkson. I don't think Jordan Clarkson gets downhill as much as Jalen Green, if we're being honest. Like, I really don't think that. I don't think that way. Like, I think they take Jordan Clarkson is more of a mid-range pull-up jump shot. Jalen Green is kind of, but not really. Like, I don't think their games are similar. It's like Jordan Clarkson is just, like, basically what you're saying is he's really like a role player. Like, that's what Jordan Clarkson is, a role player. Like, his ceiling, low-key, could be a superstar, but I think for you think he'll just be a role player forever. Like, that's what you think he is.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I think
Jordan
he'll
Clarkson
be a starter.
Is a role player.
He'll be a good player.
Jordan Clarkson is a straight up role player. Like he ain't that, bro. He's not him. But forget that.
He's just more athletic. That's all.
All right, brother. Okay, but to get back, the Rockets defense was decent. It was decent in game 2, but Jimmy Butler getting hurt. I know, like I said, I know people gonna say, well, Jimmy Butler got hurt. That's why. No, they was gonna probably win without him. Like, it looked like they was going to win that game without, like, the Rockets came out aggressive early. They showed their dominance. Like, and everybody good. That series is gonna be really good. I said that's my favorite series. And everybody getting in each other's face, but Jimmy Butler injury is really gonna hurt them, because if he has to miss, I don't think he's missing the series, but if he misses a couple of games, it might be the end for the Warriors. They do have 2 days off. So I think he might play in game 3, but I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't. But the Rockets have been, so far, I think both teams are pretty even. So far in these first 2 games of this series.
Well, he's supposed to have an MRI today, so hopefully that MRI come back clean.
And people are saying that Amen Thompson undercut him. Technically, Draymond Green kind of pushed him.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw Draymond push him and him trip over. I don't know who foot he tripped over, but he tripped over somebody's foot. That's how he fell into Jimmy like that.
I think he was closer to Steven Adams. And that's why I think he kind of fell, and then it's like he pushed Amen Thompson. It was a freak accident. Amen Thompson did not undercut him on purpose. Like, I don't believe that. It was just a freak accident. He just landed on his butt too hard, low key. Just landed on his butt too hard. And they need him because it showed, like, throughout that game. Actually, take that back. We saw Kuminga minutes. We definitely saw some Kuminga minutes. And I think he plays more in game 3. I think he plays more. Especially if Jimmy not playing, I think he definitely plays more. Steve Kerr has to play him. He has to play Kuminga. He has to.
If we being honest, I don't think he would have played Kuminga if Jimmy didn't get hurt.
I think
Kuminga would have rolled. I think Kuminga would have rolled that bench the entire time.
I think so.
Hopefully Jimmy, his hip isn't that bad. I mean, hopefully it's just a bruise. It's gonna be stiff for sure, but hopefully he can get the inflammation down the next couple of days. And he coming, because he was limping pretty bad.
But the fact that he was ruled out so early, it's like, oh, that might be bad. Like, I think that's what a lot of people are worried about, Warriors fans. Like that's why. And they did, and low key, they didn't have AirPods either. He had food poisoning. So
Yeah,
basically,
he was sick. Yeah.
you didn't have two of your best players. So that hurt them. It's just, oh man, because without Jimmy, they were not a good team. They wasn't. They were not a good team. And then you're gonna need Steph Curry job to potentially win. Like if Jimmy Butler doesn't come back in this series, they're gonna lose. The Warriors are gonna lose. They just won't have the offensive firepower. And again, you're gonna need Sengun clean up the glass, score. You're gonna need Jalen Green to score. Like you need everybody to chip in. But man, that half-court offense is it's just not good. They have to get more in transition. And I think I need a man to step it up. He has not been good these first two games. He hasn't been good.
Last game he was in foul trouble, so he couldn't really do nothing.
He was in foul trouble, but he still needs to. He still needs to step it up.
My fault. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just saying he just needs to step it up.
Steven Adams has been a bright spot for them. I didn't think Steven Adams was going to play this well, but for rebounding purposes, he's out there getting every board, bro. He's out there getting every board. He's setting hard screens. The only thing is he doesn't really give you anything offensively. And then when they run them two big lineups, the offense looks kind of nasty out there. Because, Sengun's the one that can really pick and pop, but they have Steven Adams at the top of the key dumping it down into him. So it's because Steven Adams doesn't have any post moves. And Steven Adams is a decent passer, but he's been a bright spot for them. He's been playing very well for them. And they tried to put like Looney in to counter that, but Looney can't do nothing with Steven Adams.
Put in Quinn Post too.
Yeah, Quinn Post he was hooping last game. I think he needs to play more, to be honest with you. Because if he plays more, you can't play Steven Adams because he's going to pull him out the paint. And he's going to be popping threes. I think he hit, 4 threes last night? Post?
Was it last night?
Well, not that. Well, whenever the last game was. He had like 12 points. I think he had like all threes. But yeah, they need to play Quinn Post now.
Yeah, you're right.
He had all threes.
I mean, he played 25 minutes. I'm not counting these other. Buddy Hield, he's not good.
He's not good.
Gary Payton, he didn't do anything. Kaminga had 11 points. He played 26 minutes.
He was out there shot chucking.
Bro, they're gonna get killed on the boards every game, bro. 47-33. They're gonna get killed on the boards every single game, bro. It's just the Rockets got to score. If they can get some consistent points out of whoever, they're gonna win. They can win. It's just who else is who. They just don't have a person like Jalen Green. Are you gonna come tonight? I don't know. Zach. I mean, I said Zach. Fred, are you gonna be able to step it up? I don't know. Sengun been decent the first two games, so but we're gonna see on Saturday.
It's crazy though, because that first game they all shot terrible and they only lost by 9. Jalen Green had a bad game. Fred had a bad game. Literally everybody had a bad game. I think besides Sengun. And
Sengun was the only one that had a good game. Sengun was the only one that had a good game in game one. It was the only one.
Yeah, and they still only lost by 9. So the Warriors are in trouble, especially if Jimmy not playing. If he's out for the rest of the series.
I don't think he's going to be out for the rest of the series. I like I said, I think he plays game 3, but I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, the Warriors did their job. They got the home court. Now they go back to Golden State, a young team on the road like that. Jimmy not there, but I think they're feeling pretty confident. We're an experienced team. If we take these 2 home games, then we go on the road, we can end this in 5. So, no, they just got to feel confident. But Jimmy Butler hurt. It's kind of scary for them. So, they just gotta hope they recover from it and play better. So, but I still got the Rockets in 6. I think this series still goes 6. This is a really good series. This is my favorite series. So we'll hope. The next series, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Timberwolves. The Lakers and the Timberwolves are tied at 1-1. Lakers got blown out in game 1, but then they showed not their dominance, but their really good defense in game 2 and even up the series against the Timberwolves. What are your takeaways from this series so far? What do you expect for the rest of the series?
Well, takeaways, LeBron can't go off to a slow start anymore. I mean, I know LeBron Usually doesn't win game ones. In game one is that fill out game for him. But Bron has to step it up. I think he had like 21 last game, and then he had 19 the first game. That's not the Bron we used to seeing. So Bron has to step it up. I like the defense that they're playing on Anthony Edwards. They making sure that he sees at least 2 to 3 people at all times, whether it's he driving or off pick and rolls. He at least has to see 2 or 3 other people, and they're making Jaden Daniels and Nas Reed and the others beat them. Now, if Jaden McDaniels keeps having the game like he had game one, they in for big trouble. But Bron has to step it up, and Reeves has to step it up. Luka's doing what Luka has to do. You know what I mean? But Bron and Reeves, they have to step it up. And Jackson Hayes has to stay out of foul trouble, bro. He's been in foul trouble, I think, with both games. And like when he's out there, he's playing good. He's playing decent. He's hustling. He's playing defense. He's doing what he has to do. It's just he can't stay out of foul trouble. And they don't even have no bigs. So once he's gone, then they got to put Vando in. But Gobert, Nas Reed, and Julius Randle was all taller than, if not the same size. Well, I think Randle and Vando the same size, but everybody else taller than him. So Jackson Hayes has to stay out of foul trouble.
Austin Reeves has to play better, especially after game one. He said that, it's going to be different in game two, and it was not different. You still did not play good. LeBron didn't play good, but LeBron is honestly, LeBron has to play good, but he's not the best player on the team no more. It's Luka. I'm not expecting 21 points, but I at least should get 25. He has to play better. I think Rui has to play a little bit better. Jackson Hayes, he's not good. He's not a good player. I'm sorry. He shows flashes up because of a Luka Doncic lob, but he ain't good. Vando might be unplayable in this series. He's offensively, he sucks. He's not a good player. And then I was watching somebody that said they run them Vando lineups. Rudy Gobert actually is good enough to stay in the game because what is Vando going to do offensively? What is he going to do? He's not going to do anything. So it's actually good if they just keep him in the game. That's why he only played 8 minutes. Can't do anything. That's why I've always his defense is good, but his offense is trash. And he ain't a lob threat, so he can't do anything. Bro, he's just out there. That's why I said it was 4-on-5 when he. My mic thing came on. But Dorian Finney-Smith, I think he has to hit his threes more. He only gave me 7 points in game 2. But the defense, I like their defense. I like their defense game plan. And the thing is, the Timberwolves did have them anomaly first game when they hit 23 pointers. They only hit 5 in game 2. That's what happened in game 1. They hit a lot of 3-pointers. What am I supposed to do? What?
Nas Reed was in foul trouble too, so that helped. That definitely helped.
Oh, you talking about in game 2? You talking about game 2, right?
Yeah, in game 2 he was in foul trouble, so that helped too.
Foul trouble early, but you go back and look at game 1, bro. They was 21 for 42. That's 50%. Of course, you gonna win. Jaden McDaniels, great offensive game with 25 points, a plus 27 on the court, and really didn't shoot well, but he's 22 points. Nas Reed with 23 points. It's an anomaly game, and it's LeBron with 19 points. It's come on now, bro.
That's not going to happen too often, especially in the playoffs. That's not going to happen too often.
No, I agree, but it looks like JJ Redick go run a 7-man rotation, bro. Jackson Hayes plays. Look, but think about this. Jackson Hayes only played 8 minutes, and he didn't even have. And he wasn't in foul trouble in game 1. He's not good. He's just not a good player. He can't do anything. And I think with the Timberwolves, they be leaving Rudy Gobert on that island, but I think they don't care because
I don't think they care either.
I think they know Luka go one-on-one. And if he shoots a step back 3, if he hits it, hey, he hits it. But it's if you shoot that, hey, a step back 3 is a contested shot, brother. So I'll take that all day, any day. I'll gladly take that. But we ain't gonna try and let you get to the hole. We ain't gonna try and let that happen. So you could take a step back 3, but in game 1, it was very shocking. I did think that the Lakers sold that game. They probably should have won that game. But in game 2, they came back, and now it shifts back to Minnesota. The series is going to be tight, but Luka's going to do him. Luka's going to play great. He's always a playoff riser. We just need LeBron to play better. LeBron, you have to play better. This is the first time in probably his whole career where he is not the best player in a playoff series. It's just not. He's not the best player. And if you want to say that Heat series against the Mavericks when he wasn't, I'm cool with that. But when they lost the finals, I'm cool. But this is really the first time in a long time. It's not the guy. It's Luka. Luka gonna come to play, but we need Austin Reeves. We need LeBron. We need everybody to hit their wide open threes. And then I think they could potentially win in 5 like I have them in. The Lakers got to play better though. Like it's bad.
Their defense on Anthony Edwards is working. I like their defense on Anthony Edwards. The only thing is Nas Reed will be the difference maker in this series. Him and Jaden McDaniels. Because Nas Reed, he can shoot, he can spread the floor. So when they put him in, instead of Gobert, like your defense isn't as good since you don't have Gobert in, but that offense, it's gonna be hard for the Lakers to do something with that on a defensive end because Nas Reed is 7 foot and he can shoot and he can finish around the rim. Because if he has another game like he had game 1, it's gonna be hard to beat them. It's definitely gonna be hard to beat Minnesota if he has another game like that. And if Jaden McDaniels gives you anything offensively, because he really had like 23, 22 the first game, and he had like 8 the second game.
Yeah.
That's not gonna cut it. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it.
So you think they could have another 3-point barrage? Like they hit the most threes in franchise history.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen again. But I do think another good Nas Reed game is coming for sure. Because they living with Nas Reed, Jaden McDaniels, and whoever else is in that starting lineup to hit threes, and they just focus on stopping Ant. Because low key, as Ant goes, the team goes. If Ant is having a great night, 9 times out of 10, that team is playing good too. Or if they hitting shots, it's gonna be hard for the Lakers. They gotta shut the others down. Like still do what you do with Anthony Edwards, but it's like, bro, you gotta contest. It was a bunch of times where they wouldn't even contest like that first game. Most of them threes that they hit was not contested, bro. They were wide open.
Mm-hmm.
So
they gotta. And Luka started out the game hot in game 2. He started out early, and that brings us far. And I think they gotta do the same thing. They gotta start out early. Mm-hmm. Like you can't let the Timberwolves get can't let them feel like they got the game in control too early. You gotta let them try to fight back. Like try to let them fight back in the game. Don't let it be easy for them, man. You gotta start out hot. And I think in game 3 tomorrow, I think LeBron starts out hot because I think he knows. I think he knows it. Like, man, I have not been playing good. Like, yes, we won game 2, but we only scored 94 points. Like, we only scored 94 points, and it's like. This ain't the 80s no more. Like, this is supposed to be a higher score game, and I'm better than this. I know AR is better than this. Luka doing his job. He's doing his job. Even though Luka, and another thing real quick, I felt like the Lakers in game 1 played a lot of ISO, and that kind of hurt them. Yep. They play a lot of ISO basketball, and it's like, that's not your game. Mm-hmm. That's not your game. Y'all got to get more people involved. Like, Luka only had 1 assist in game 1, but in game 2, he had 9. So it's like, you got to get more people involved. But like I said, I think LeBron starts out the game hot in game 3 tomorrow. And I think Luka's gonna do him, but I need AR to step it up, bro. You gotta play good. Like people were saying, you the best third option in the NBA. You haven't looked like that so far in 2 games. But I think the Lakers, they bounce back and get this dub. And I think Ant has a really good game too. And Julius Randle, he's been good these first 2 games. I give him his credit. He has been really good these first 2 games. They're gonna be on their home court now, so it's gonna be a different story.
Hey, you surprised they put Jaden McDaniels on Luka?
Not yes and no.
Because a lot of people were saying Ant. They wanted Ant on Luka.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he. No, the only reason I said because I was like, because when we did it when we was talking about the playoffs last week, I was like, I was gonna say Jaden, but I was like, he cooked them last year. But I'm not shocked because he is the best perimeter defender, and I think Ant. And I don't think you want Ant to guard Luka, and you got to be the best scorer. Like that's too much energy. But Jaden. He is their best perimeter defender on that team. So it's a yes and no. It's a yes and no.
Yeah. And then, for the Lakers side, Austin Reeves, like you said, Austin Reeves got stepped up. He's the X factor for this series because if you got Ant on you, Ant's not no scrub defensively, but if you attacking Ant, that wears him down throughout the game. So them shots that he was hitting in the first quarter, he may not hit in the fourth quarter if you going at him. We all know Ant's a clutch player. So AR definitely has to be more aggressive for sure. He has to be that third option or best third option in the league that he's been the entire season. Because they need him. If he attacks Anthony Edwards, that gives Anthony Edwards no rest. And that could potentially help them too.
Why does my mic keep? What the hell? Lakers, they'll bounce back. They'll bounce back in this game. All right, let's get with the last series, man. The Clippers and the Denver Nuggets. The series is tied 1-1. This is actually the best series, and this is probably these two teams are low-key equally matched so far in these first two games. The Denver Nuggets won game 1 in overtime, and Kawhi Leonard had a masterclass in game 2 and won game 2. But now the series is tied going back to LA. What are your takeaways from the first two games, and what do you expect so far for the rest of the series?
I think the Clippers gave away that game 1 because they had a lot of turnovers late. They had a lot of turnovers in that game, and that helped the Nuggets get back in the game. Credit to Westbrook as he hit some clutch shots that first game and made some clutch plays that first game. But one thing I know for certain, if Westbrook makes a good play right after, he's gonna make a dumb play because they had a chance to win in a regular period, and Westbrook turned the ball over instead of shooting the ball. Because I think Jokic passed it to him with like 5 seconds left in the corner. And so instead of shooting that three, he decided to drive. Then he got stopped in the drive. Then he didn't know if he wanted to pass or shoot. And they didn't even end up getting a shot for the last second to go into OT. So, but this is a great series. I think the Clippers found the recipe. Let Kawhi cook early, and then the rest of you play off of him because Kawhi could not miss. Literally, every time he was open, it was going in. Every time he shot the ball, it looked like it was going in. But I still got the Clippers. I still got the Clippers in 7, bro. I think Zubac is doing an amazing job on Jokic. I'm surprised by that, to be honest with you. I thought Zubac was going to play decent, but Jokic has not looked like the Jokic that we know, like the dominant Jokic that we know. I'm not saying he's been playing bad, but he ain't been amazing like we know Jokic to be. And part of that is because of Zubac. Zubac has been playing really well against them.
Westbrook made winning plays in game 1. Jokic's defense was terrible in the first half, but then he started to play defense. Michael Porter was not good. He got benched for that exact reason because he played bad. But I mean, I think in game 1 they made the clutch shots. In the game 1, if we're being honest, the Clippers probably could have won that game. Kawhi Leonard had a lot of turnovers. I think he had like 7 turnovers. Like, bro, you can't turn the ball over like that. Like, you can. And James Harden had a masterclass in game 1. Like, James Harden was amazing in game 1. He was amazing. Like, he tied the game up after Westbrook hit the 3 to go up to 1. I think it was go up 2. Like, you can't do that. You can't let it go a masterclass from James Harden like that go away. Like, Kawhi Leonard, yes, he had 22 points, but he didn't play good. He did not play good in game 1, but he turned it up in game 2 and won the game. Like, both these games were close. And the thing is, with both these games, it depends. It looks like it's just the turnovers. Whoever has the most turnovers is going to lose. Because the Clippers had, I think, 20 turnovers in game 1. Nuggets had 20-some turnovers.
It was literally reversed. It was like 20-11. The Clippers the first game, and it was 20-11 the Nuggets the second game.
Exactly. So it looks like whoever can take care of the ball is going to win this series so far. This only just all 2 games. But I said this is going 7. It's going to go 7. These two teams are evenly matched. I think like the Nuggets, man, they got to get another consistent score. Like, I feel like everybody isn't consistent. Like, Jokic is getting his, but it's like it's not the same. Like, Jamal Murray, he's had some good games. Eric Gordon is Michael Porter. I only had 1 good game. But on the Clipper side, it's basically James Harden or Kawhi. Whoever goes off, we got a chance. Because honestly, no one else on their team is really playing good outside of Zubac. No one else is really playing good. Like, I think Bogdanovic isn't playing good.
Norman Powell isn't.
Norman Powell really isn't. He been so bad. So it's like Kawhi. We know what Kawhi is in the playoffs. He's a playoff riser. Like he's amazing in the playoffs, bro. The man was freaking 15 for 19 with 39 points. Like
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do with that? What am
Everything
I
he put
supposed to
up with
do?
him.
What am I supposed to do with that? They're not getting nothing from their bench. The same with the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't really getting nothing from their bench outside of Westbrook. Like it's just. I think Christian Braun, he needs to have a good game, but Michael Porter, I give him his credit. He had a bounce back game with 15 and 15. Give him his credit on that. And Jamal Murray, he played decent, but I mean, I don't know what more I can say about the series. These are two evenly matched teams. That's why they're 4-5 for a reason. That's when it's 4-5, that means the two teams are evenly matched. Like it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a dogfight, and I think Zubac. You said it earlier. Zubac has played pretty good on Jokic. Jokic kind of struggles with bigger, like dudes that is basically as big as him. He struggles with that. He's still gonna get his regardless, but it's making it harder for him to get it. Like he still had 20. He still had a triple double, but it's like he got to work for it now. And I think if the Nuggets step it up on defense, which they kind of have, because these have been low scoring games somewhat. I think outside game one because they went into overtime, but these have been low scoring games. So. And we know what the Clippers' defense is. Their defense has been great. And so far, the Nuggets' defense ain't been the worst. It just depends on less turnovers and who can make the timely plays down the end because it looks like nobody ain't getting blown out so far, at least in 2 games.
And if we being honest, if Norman Powell plays better, this is a totally different series. Because these last 2 games, Norman Powell had under 15 points. And I think the win margin was like, 2-3 both games? Because I think they lost by 2 at the first game, and then they won by 3 the second game. So if Norman Powell, gives you his 20, or gives you anything more than 12 and 13, this is a different series. This is a different ball game. I think that the Clippers are saying Jokic and Jamal, y'all not beating us. Y'all gonna have to make Aaron Gordon, Westbrook, Braun. Y'all gonna have to make them beat us. Now, granted, Westbrook has played well. Aaron Gordon has played well. And they hit their open threes, but they got to continue doing that all series if they want to stand a chance. Because the Clippers are making the others beat them. Jamal Murray and Jokic they not gonna let them. Of course, they still gonna get theirs, but the Clippers are keying on them. Y'all not beating us this series.
If they can get 2 good games from both Kawhi and James Harden, it could be a different story for the Nuggets. Because each game, one has gone off and the other has been. James Harden didn't play good in game 3. He didn't play good in game 2, but he played great in game 1. Same with Kawhi, played great in game 1. He just turned the ball over too much. And it's like they wanted Kawhi to get that ball in game 1. Make a play, brother. And he did not make a play. He turned the ball over. Because the Clippers was up by like 15-some points. Even though 15 points nowadays is not that much, it's still about 15. And it's like, oh, man, the Clippers, they showing their dominance. Like, yeah, we better than y'all. But they didn't, and they lost that game. But Kawhi showed his masterclass. Masterclass.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I think game 2, he was more focused on, like you said, game 1, he had all them turnovers. So game 2, he was more focused on putting the ball in the basket. Like game 1, he was trying to get people in the ball. He was trying to do everything. Whereas we just need you to score. We need you to be the Kawhi Leonard that you were in Toronto. You know what I mean? We just need you to go out there and score. That's what he did the second game. Because I think what was his stat line the second game? I don't think he had that many assists the second game.
He had 5 assists. He had 39 points.
So that ain't bad. Yeah, that ain't bad. But he wasn't passing the ball as much as he was first game.
He only had 1 turnover though. And the difference is in this game, Jokic had 7 turnovers. So it looks like, bro, the stars, this is a series where the stars are defining the series. Like, I get it, yes, in the other series, but it's like, if Kawhi plays good, don't turn the ball over, we win the game. If Jokic play good, don't turn the ball over, we win the game. That's how it looks. That's how it's looking like. Like I said, this series is great. This is the best series. Like, this is the best series so far. And it's going to go 7. It's going to go 7. But we need Michael Porter Jr. to step it up. And it's crazy because I said that he's the X factor and he was trash in game 1. But he played good in game 2. And I've said it, like, the Nuggets are bigger than them. They're bigger than them. They have to control the
Mhm.
glass. They have to control the glass because, like, really nobody else overly rebounding outside of Zubac. So it's like they gotta control the glass. They can't let them get second chance points. Like, that's how you go beat the Clippers, bro. And you gotta pray Kawhi don't go crazy. Like, you gotta pray.
But can't nobody on that team stop Kawhi or even slow him down. They tried to put Aaron Gordon on him, and that did not work at all. It didn't matter who. It don't matter who guarding Kawhi. He gonna get his.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get his. He's gonna get his. You just gotta pray that he worked for it because it seemed like he didn't work for it. The man was on a mission.
Now, the only thing I didn't like though, that fourth quarter, James just stood in the corner the entire time and let Kawhi. I know Kawhi was hot. I know he was the hot hand. You got to feed the hot hand. But at the same time, you letting Kawhi go one-on-one the entire fourth quarter, that's going to be easy to stop. That's going to be easy to game plan for. So I think going into game 3, if Kawhi does have that big of a scoring rate again, you still got to make sure that offense and everybody in the offense is getting involved because that's going to be easy to stop. Because ain't no way in the fourth quarter James should not be touching the ball. It was like, bro, James would bring the ball up, pass it to Kawhi, and then go stand in the corner. And then it was a Kawhi pick and roll, and we'll watch Kawhi go one-on-one the entire fourth quarter. That's not going to cut it the entire series if they want to win.
I think one of these games in LA, I think Jokic is gonna have a Jokic type game, like a 35, 15, and like 10 type game. I don't know which game, but I think he will have one eventually. Like, they gonna need that type of game if they do want to win. Like, the Clippers are back at home now. They're back at home now. They did their job. They control home court now. Is everybody else gonna come to join the party with Jokic? And you got to see it. And the same thing with the Clippers. Is them role players gonna step it up? Because, like I said, Bogdanovich he's been trash. Norman Powell, like you said, ain't been good. Ben Simmons out there is doing what he's supposed to do, rebounding and playing defense. That's all you need him to do. You ain't need that man to score. You don't need him to score at all. Just go out there, play defense, rebound, push the ball up when you need to, and we're good. I think in
You
the
think?
first game,
I was gonna say, you think Jokic really gonna have a masterclass game? Because I
one of
mean,
these,
don't get me
I
wrong,
think
he's
so.
due for
I
one,
think he's
but
I think he have a
but
master.
Zubac's been playing amazing. Zubac has been playing amazing against him.
I think he has a masterclass. One of these games, I don't know. I just think he will. Probably be tonight. Probably have a masterclass tonight. All I know is that the Nuggets lose both these games, series over. Clippers will win in freaking like 6. They will win in 6. They have to win one of these games on the road. They have to, or they'll lose this series. So, but that's really it for our playoffs. There was a good playoff thing. Let's do some predictions, I guess, for some of these games for tonight. And like I said, at the Thunder sweep the freaking the Grizzlies, I'll go live. I don't, because Grizzlies suck.
But there's 2 games until we come back, right?
What do you mean?
Like I'm saying it's gonna be 2 games played for each team before we come back.
It might be 3 because I think now they're starting to play every other day now. I think they're going to start playing every other day because so far they've been some series have been every 2 days, but I think they're kind of done with that now. So I think they're going to do every other day now. So by the time we come back, it'll probably be like some game 5s, maybe even a game 6, depending on how the series go. So yeah, let's do these. Let's do a couple of these and then we done. So tonight, the Knicks and the Pistons tied 1-1. Who wins game 3?
Pistons.
I think the Knicks can get it. I think the Knicks get this game, man. They need this game. They need game 3. Game 3 is a must win for the New York Knicks. The Thunder and the Grizzlies. Who wins game 3?
Thunder.
Easily the Thunder. The Nuggets and the Clippers. Who wins game 3?
I got the Clippers.
I think this is another must win for the Clippers, man. They got not the Clippers for the Nuggets. The Nuggets have to win this game. If they go down, I think it's gonna be hard to come back down 2-1 and have to face the Clippers on the road. They need game 3. Friday, Celtics and the Magic. Who wins game 3?
Celtics.
The Celtics will win game 3. Pacers and the Bucks. Who wins game 3?
Bucks.
I think the Pacers actually could sneak this game out. I think they really could. I got the Pacers winning game 3. Lakers and the Timberwolves. Who wins game 3?
Oh yeah, Timberwolves place. I got the Lakers.
I think the Lakers. I think LeBron has a bounce back game. He needs to. Same with Austin Reeves. I think they both need bounce back games. So they need to win. They need to win this game 3. We'll only go up to game 4s. Saturday, Cavs and the Heat. Who wins game 3?
Cavs.
The Cavs win game 3. Thunder and the Grizzlies. Who wins game
Thunder.
4? The Thunder get the sweep against the Memphis Grizzlies. Nuggets and the Clippers.
This game 4. I'm gonna go Clippers again.
If the Nuggets get game 3, I think the Clippers can win this game and they'll tie the series up. Like I said, I think this is going like 7 games. Rockets and the Warriors. Who wins game 3?
Well, it all depends on Jimmy. If Jimmy not playing, I'm gonna go Rockets. But if Jimmy does play, I'm going Warriors. It all depends on Jimmy.
I think the Rockets can win game 3. I think they got a good chance. If Jimmy playing, even if he's not playing, I think they got a sneaky chance of winning game 3. I got the Rockets. Knicks and the Pistons. Who wins game 4?
I'm gonna go Knicks.
Like I said, I got the Knicks in 6. I'm gonna go with the Pistons. I think the Knicks are gonna, like I said, they go win one of these games, and the Pistons they go win a game at home. I got the Pistons winning game 4. Lakers and the Timberwolves. Who wins game 4?
Lakers.
I got the Lakers. They go up 3-1 against the Timberwolves. Celtics and the Magic. Who wins game 4?
Celtics.
The Celtics complete the sweep against the Orlando Magic. Pacers and the Bucks. Who wins game 4?
I got the Bucks.
I think Bucks will win one of these games. They can win one of these games. I think they can win. I think they'll win game 4. So the last 2 games was really it's the last 2 games. Cavs and the Heat. Who wins game 4?
Cavs.
The Cavs complete the sweep against the Heat. It's over for y'all. And the Rockets and the Warriors. Who wins game 4?
This depends on. I'm gonna go Warriors though. I'm
going to go with the Warriors. I think the Warriors are able to tie this series up. And that is it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Follow us on all social media outlets at Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Follow us on all social media outlets at Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Make sure give us a 5-star review on all audio platforms or wherever you get your audio platforms from on Apple Music and Spotify. Remember, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the video to help us get our videos out there and help us with the algorithm. Now, this was a nice episode, man. Talk the playoffs out here, man. We got to see a couple of game 2s. Probably go live on either Saturday or Sunday if the Grizzlies get swept. We got to wait and see. Maybe the Grizzlies might get a dub. If they get a dub, I will not be going live or I won't record a video. But, that's it for this episode, man. Just make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all next time, man. It's draft day, y'all. It's draft day in the NFL. We'll see y'all next time, y'all.